News at 627 on News Talk 550 KFYI, guaranteed human.
The reflecting pool did not expose Trump. It exposed the media.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
Good morning, my friends. How many times does this have to happen before the media learns? Or is the media just determined they don't want to learn anything? We're talking about President Trump. President Trump said vandals had damaged the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. Before the facts were even in, the usual suspects rolled their eyes, the late-night comedians joked, cable news scoffed, pundits dismissed this as another one of those wild Trump stories. Here we go again. Then reality showed up.
Just like it did with the 2020 election.
You're absolutely correct. I mean, this is their modus operandi. And you know what? I started out saying, when will the media learn? This is their tactic. They're not learning anything. This is their tactic.
I wouldn't be surprised, James, if right now somebody has a recording of a phone call with maybe I'm guessing the Secretary of the Interior, I don't know for sure, manages the reflecting pool in the National Mall. That seems like something that the Department of Interior would be in charge of, right? Mm-hmm. And there might be a phone call with Donald Trump saying, you got to do something about the pool. They've damaged the pool. And then Democrats are going to come out and they're going to leak the tape and they're going to use it for impeachment.
You know, that's what you were describing, of course, is what happened with Ukraine.
Or what they did in Georgia when he was on the phone with the Georgia Secretary of State going, hey, we're down so many votes. We got to find me the votes.
Yeah.
That means he was staging an insurrection.
According to sworn filings by the National Park Service, there was intentional vandalism at the reflecting pool. Investigators found damage consistent with sharp blades or razors cutting to the liner. Fence posts had been ripped out and thrown into the water, and there were multiple police reports, federal citations, and arrests connected to the site. Now, let's be clear here. I mean, this doesn't mean that every statement that the president says is absolutely correct, but still, I mean, this pattern continues to repeat itself. President Trump says that the pool is being vandalized, and we can even see it with our own eyes as we see these crazy liberals storming the place.
God sent the algae.
This is.
But this is a very small microcosm of, like you said, like they've done the entire time Trump has been in office for both terms.
Correct.
Go back to the Black Lives Matter protests and the chaos that was unfolding in the nation's capital. Remember when Donald Trump took the walk to the church where he held up the Bible?
Correct.
But in the background, there was marauding in the streets. There were riots in the streets of D.C., but what did the media focus on? Trump walked down the street. He made it
taunted them.
They didn't actually talk about the chaos that was unfolding in the streets of D.C. and across many cities in this country, and they're doing the same thing. Was there a problem with the reflecting pool? Yeah, there was some algae. But they're ignoring the fact that it was compounded and made significantly worse by people trying to sabotage one of his efforts to make him look like a fool.
Not only were they ignoring the fact, but they were accusing President Trump of lying about it. But now this evidence, it absolutely destroys the claim that he was simply making the whole thing up. And this is what I find fascinating. I mean, the story isn't really about the reflecting pool in D.C. It's about the media culture that has become so conditioned to opposing Donald Trump that too many journalists stop reports. The moment he opens his mouth, they no longer report. As a matter of fact, what they do is they turn into propaganda.
The president's quest to make the reflecting pool in front of the Lincoln Memorial blue has had a setback. It's green.
CNN's Brian Todd went to check it out. Brian, what'd you find? It looks pretty green.
Let's zoom in here, Dennis, if you will. And, okay, you say, oh, look at this beautiful patch of grass. No, that is the reflecting pool. It's green.
It's green.
Okay, it should be blue.
It should be blue.
All right, it's not blue.
This is what we're talking about.
It's not
and
blue.
I'll try not to disturb anything, but just show you.
1, 2, 3, 4 people in the water now.
This isn't reporting. I mean, this is propaganda. This is, it's supposed to be blue, but it's green. This is reporting?
And we're going to scoop up a water sample to see if we can get this tested.
It showed phosphate levels far higher than what is recommended.
The ongoing battle here to somehow knock down this algae bloom that has turned this entire pool green, and they're trying very hard to knock it down.
I'm obsessed with the reflecting pool, I have to say.
Clearly, this has been like 15 news cycles on the reflecting pool. We're all now experts.
This is blue.
Kind of looks like a hot dog.
That is green, okay?
This is reporting.
Very, very, very green. And that is not.
All of these clips are from CNN.
Oh, well, they treated this like it was, a 9/11 style emergency. I mean, they talked more about the reflecting pool over the last 2 weeks than they did about the socialist takeover in New York City. About the fact that New Yorkers, Democrats, voted in a woman who basically said New York deserved 9/11. There's some algae in the reflecting pool.
And again, this is the media's modus operandi. You brought up other instances. You brought up the election concerns that the president had, that they said, oh, look at this. He's trying to steal the election. President Trump brings up concerns, and all of a sudden the media just turns into a propaganda to oppose him. But it's not just what he says. Do you remember Hunter Biden and the laptop? Remember, time and time again, these stories were initially mocked and dismissed. They turned out to be more complicated than the headlines suggested. I'll never get over the Hunter Biden laptop, how it was absolutely crushed. What we're watching here is coordinated. What we're watching here is planned. And the reason why they continue to do this is because they are influencing the public. They're influencing their audience, their base, to continuously despise President Trump, to undermine his administration. That is the power of the media. That's what CNN's mission is. And that's what MSNB or MS Now, most definitely their mission is. We got a little bit more on this. And the Democrats are reacting so very negatively to the Supreme Court today.
Oh, it's back to being illegitimate.
Absolutely.
It's back. It's an illegitimate court now.
That's coming up next. I'm here to tell you, my friends, about an appliance that more and more homeowners in the desert are calling essential, a life source water system. If you live in the valley like I do, you know our tap water is some of the harshest in the country and filled with chemicals like chlorine. Some people still use old-fashioned water softeners, but those systems don't filter the chemicals from your water, and they can be a hassle to maintain. That's why so many families are making the switch to LifeSource. LifeSource whole house water systems filter and condition the water throughout your entire home without salt. Just clean, healthier water from every tap, even your showers. And here's what really stands out. You deal directly with the factory. LifeSource has been building, installing, and standing behind every system for more than 40 years, right here in the USA. Right now, during the summer special, LifeSource is paying your sales tax. That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource, taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
from the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Looks like 44th Street is shut down in the northbound direction. Sky Harbor Boulevard over to Madison. Some police activity in the area. Try and avoid it if you can. Also Van Buren west of I-17. A vehicle fire and a collision in the West Valley. Intersection of Bullard and Yuma. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call. 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash. Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today. That's right, totally free for a limited time. Because we love what makes you shine. See website for details.
If you've been watching these soccer games,
I don't know usually what's going on unless there's a goal, but
we're not going to try to explain it. But if you're watching the news,
no one quite understands.
We got you.
Let me explain it differently. Listen carefully.
550 KFYI.
Feeling uncertain by life's challenges? Discover timeless truth and encouragement with In Touch Ministries, guiding you every step of the way. At intouch.org, you'll discover encouragement that lasts. With powerful sermons from Dr. Charles Stanley, daily devotionals, and resources designed to strengthen your faith, you'll find hope and wisdom for every season of your life. Don't wait. Visit intouch.org today and let God's Word inspire your journey. That's intouch.org.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
When the news overwhelms, clarity matters. NBC News looks deeper and listens wider. Clear reporting, free from opinion. NBC News, reporting for America.
Got pests? Call Blue Sky Pest Control. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, pests.
Worried about inflation, market volatility, or the weakening dollar? More Americans are turning to physical gold and silver to help diversify their retirement savings. Right now, receive up to $25,000 in free silver with a qualifying purchase. Call 888-447-7857 now to speak with a gold specialist. That's 888-447-7857. Again, call 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offers a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mint coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped to $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
Presented by La Mesa, Phoenix, and Mesa, Arizona. It's an RV Super Show. Indoors at Westworld of Scottsdale. Prices slashed on a huge selection of new and used motorhomes and adventure vans. Save on top names like Winnebago, Fleetwood, Tiffin, Integra, Thor, and more. All are inside the air-conditioned comfort of Westworld, and all are priced for immediate sale. Open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Free admission and parking. See RVShowUSA.com. The RV Super Show indoors at Westworld of Scottsdale ends Sunday.
50 states, one national mall, 2 weeks of freedom. The Great American State Fair opens June 25th in Washington, D.C. All 50 states. Live music and rodeo, innovation, arts, culture, and American patriotism. Every day brings a new theme celebrating the best of who we are, capped by the largest fireworks display in the world on July 4th. This is for every American. Admission is free. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair. Be there.
Did you know the 30-year fixed mortgage was born during the Great Depression? So why are homeowners still using a Depression-era loan to build wealth in the 21st century? The Life Changer loan allows homeowners to put their money to work, reduce interest costs, accelerate principal reduction, and maintain 24/7 access to their equity and pay off in just a few short years, not decades. It's not magic. It's just math. So visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Kendrick Perkins here. Yo, y'all are not going to believe what Perks Pass is giving you a chance to win. A trip to Hawaii. Enter to win at perkspass.com.
Help shape what's next by voting for the brands, rewards, and experiences you want to see join the community. PerksPass.com.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by America 250.
The puck drops on the NHL draft tonight with round 1 being held in Buffalo. Toronto at number 1 expected to take Penn State winger Gavin McKenna. The NBA draft was earlier this week. The top pick, BYU's A.J. Devonta, arrived at the Wizards facility. He'll wear number 4 in D.C. and plans to play in the upcoming NBA Summer League. And ESPN reports that the Celtics remain interested in dealing All-Star guard Jaylen Brown. I'm Matt McCoy.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, hosted by Queen Latifah. See performances from major artists including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and kick off Giving Forth. Get your tickets at america250.org/LA.
The global stage is lit. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is on.
Delivering the cross! Ronaldo!
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Messi scores the goal to make him the World Cup's all-time leading scorer.
Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
And the building shakes in Seattle.
The only place to hear the action for free is iHeartRadio.
The world is listening. Are you?
Stay connected with the Conservative Circus. Follow the show on Twitter at James T. Harris.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
My grandkids' kiddie pool right now is green from this past weekend. You know, I got to get out there and get the baking soda in it and flush it out. You know, they don't make pumps for those things. At least he's got the pump going on, and people sabotaging it doesn't help. You know, I mean, come on. The stuff they try to poke at is just worthless to everybody.
CNN spent hours covering the condition of the reflecting pool. Hours. You were just listening yeah, you're right. The reporters discussing the color of the water, the coating of the bottom, the phosphate levels.
Oh, how much money Trump wasted on this folly. You know, the reflecting pool has sat in the middle of the swampland that is Washington, D.C. for almost 100 years, and it's been in perfect condition.
You know,
it's never needed repairs by any other administration.
What's so funny is you have the media, liberals accusing President Trump of being involved in a vanity project, cleaning up Washington, D.C., cleaning up the pool. This is a vanity project. Meanwhile, they don't say anything about Barack Obama's penis, a big phallic symbol over there in Chicago, in Grant Park.
Oh, you're talking about his library.
Yeah, I mean library.
I thought you were talking about Michelle.
But I'm pumped.
But we had one of our listeners commented on YouTube, and I thought it was worth bringing, talking about the imbalanced news coverage. Mm-hmm. Compare how much time CNN and even MS Now have talked about the reflecting pool and the $14 million versus how much time they talked about Tulsi Gabbard's report that basically implicated Dr. Fauci in the entire COVID pandemic. They spent zero on it.
Zero time.
None. Nothing.
They made it their business not to cover that because that's going to be damaging to the Democrat brand. That's going to be damaging to Biden. They could try to make it damaging towards Trump, but the fact of the matter is you had the Democrats and the establishment's fingerprints all over this. They're complicit. The media was complicit in spreading these lies coming from Dr. Fauci's mouth. They're not going to report on this.
There is a disgusting conversation happening right now on the YouTube.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, several of our watchers now on YouTube at 550 KFYI are discussing the nutritious benefits of eating algae.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Isn't algae like the same thing as eating seaweed?
Probably, I don't know.
There's some good seaweed when you put it with rice in the sushi thing, you roll it up. Algae, is it like I've never seen algae, though.
Well, you know, if you would join the YouTube chat, but it might be hard for you to do that and host the show.
You told me I can't push buttons.
Well, I didn't say you couldn't type and interact with our listeners and watchers.
Can I?
During the break, sure. Not while you're on the air. I don't.
Yeah, that would be problematic.
Wrangle you.
You know, I was having a discussion with the family members yesterday. Folks are in town visiting grandma, the great grandkids here. And the conversation is driven by what the media is telling us to talk about. I just kind of sat there and listened. I'm like, okay, this came from CNN. All right, this came from Fox News. Okay, this came from Oh, this is the Lightning News with David Muir. I know that one. And this
because you're being held hostage by your mother.
I mean, it's so much of our conversation is driven by this. And then you have to also fold in social media cautiously because, you know, AI is putting all kinds of stuff out there. You don't know what it is. But the one point here is which platforms are actually trying to talk about truthful things, are actually reporting. I would argue that there really isn't one. I would argue that you got to do it on your own. You got to jump into the pool, or should I say cesspool. Because the stuff that's on X, I mean, it's golden nuggets, but it's like slimed in feces. I'm talking about crazy stuff. But what other choice do you have unless you're just going to be spoon-fed the propaganda, spoon-fed the lies? That's what we're getting. You look at the reflecting pool and how the media handled it. Once again, President Trump was right. He said that there were saboteurs, and now we have the agencies coming forward with video, with indictments, or with convictions. Oh, okay, we're going to move on to the next story.
I hope they charge them with a hate crime.
No, I want a hate crime on top of
vandalism.
Yes. I want double it up. And we have a Justice Department that is starting to go after these people. That is a good thing. I mean, I'm still just over the moon with the convictions that the Antifa got by attacking ICE in Texas. 100 years, 50 years, even if they get 10 years, these people are not expecting this.
God sent the algae!
How much time should they get? And is a psych ward included in that?
I almost wanted to sputter out the death penalty, but then somebody would take me seriously.
We should make them clean up the pool. That should be their sentence.
I don't think they're capable.
That's not enough. That's they were literally praying for the desecration of an American monument. That, to me, that's treasonous. I'm sorry.
It is treasonous. Oh, so that's why. Okay, wait a minute now. Hold on.
Now, how about this, James? What did people get when they deface or desecrated rainbow crosswalks? Remember the whole big outcry when people were doing like rubber tire burnouts over the rainbow crosswalks, or if somebody were to take down a rainbow flag on a public, and they would get thrown in prison or whatever the punishment for that was, then we should be able to punish the people that cut the liner of the reflecting pool or were dumping chemicals in the reflecting pool. Tit for tat.
Oh, she is doing good today, honey. Algae works hard. Everybody's proud of you. You're single-handedly doing more to fight.
She's talking to algae.
This woman just needs to be in an insane asylum. Bring back the asylum.
Right. But to your point, and all of a sudden we're like, man, well, you know what? That's just too much time. No, this is the only way the left is going to learn. This is the language they understand. How they were being draconian on people who are against their crosswalks. You're right. We need to bring the same energy for people who are desecrating our monuments. We got to talk about the SCOTUS ruling yesterday. The Democrat reaction is just absolutely beautiful. And once again, it's a sign that we are winning. Major bank are issuing a forecast for higher gold prices. And why not? Gold has become the favorite asset of central banks around the world, even surpassing their holdings of U.S. bonds. Analysts at J.P. Morgan, Wells Fargo, and Standard Chartered all see gold moving significantly higher in the months ahead. They may differ on the numbers, but they agree on the direction. Why? Because the same forces driving gold haven't changed. The massive U.S. debt, the declining purchasing power of the dollar, and a growing movement around the world away from the dollar itself. My friends at Republic Monetary Exchange keep a close eye on all these fundamentals. And they believe the gold market still has plenty of room to run. So don't be left behind. Protect yourself with real assets. Make gold and silver part of your financial strategy. That's why I trust Republic Monetary Exchange, Arizona's premier precious metals dealer. Stop by or call today. They're on Camelback, just east of 40th Street in Phoenix, 602-682-GOLD, or visit rmegold.com.
The death toll is expected to rise as rescuers search for survivors of Wednesday's devastating earthquakes in Venezuela. At least 235 people were killed and thousands more injured when the back-to-back magnitude 7.2 and 7.5 quakes hit. The White House is calling two Supreme Court decisions a tremendous win. The court yesterday allowed the Trump administration to cut off temporary legal protections for thousands of Haitians and Syrians and cleared a path for the administration to give border officials the authority to turn away migrants before they enter the country. A wildfire burning near Sedona is growing, but not in the direction of town. Those leading the fight against the pocket fire said personnel have been pushing the fire west, away from Sedona and Oak Creek Canyon. While no containment has been reported, officials noted much of the blaze is burning in inaccessible terrain. The WBNA is punishing one of its veteran players in Phoenix. The league announced yesterday Mercury forward Alyssa Thomas has received a flagrant foul 2 penalty and a 1-game suspension for recklessly making contact with her fist to the throat area of Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark. Thomas committed the non-basketball act while scrambling for a loose ball. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Got a crash now in the West Valley on the Loop 101 headed northbound near Olive. Looks like the HOV lane is blocked up in that one. Then a collision on I-10. This is eastbound near State Route 85 out in Buckeye, so watch for delays in that area. 44th Street restricted for you northbound between Sky Harbor Boulevard and Madison. Police activity there. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Brake Masters.
We're all racing to the red light, but this isn't NASCAR. Use caution. And if your vehicle needs a pit stop, just head on over to any Brake Masters stop sign. Download coupons and schedule an appointment from your smartphone.
Brake Masters. We give you an honest break.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys. Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner & Rowe. Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going on.
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
Right, everybody cares about health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, and so many of us are guessing our way through our health, guessing what foods to eat, what supplements to take, wondering why some things make us feel better than others. Now, that's where Viome comes in. It's a simple, at-home gut health test that uses advanced RNA technology. It analyzes your gut microbiome, to understand how your body is truly functioning in this moment. And from there, Viome then creates a personalized food and supplement plan designed specifically for your body. Right, Linda? You've been doing this.
I have been doing it, and the test is easy. It's got great steps. It walks you right through. It's easy to do. You can send it right in.
Take the guesswork out of it. Get real data. Go to VIOME/Hannity. VIOME.com/Hannity today. And when you follow their plan, you can expect better digestion, more energy, improved mood. Stop guessing. Start knowing.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
CEOs You Should Know gives you an opportunity to learn from some of the top business executives across Arizona and the country. Hi, it's Rich Barra. Come and join me by searching CEOs You Should Know Phoenix on your free iHeartRadio app.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army, our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Arizona lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Celebrate America's 250th with Dish. For a limited time, get an extra $250 off when you sign up. Call 888-ADD-DISH or visit dish.com today and use code DISH250 to claim your $250 savings. That's 888-ADD-DISH. Offer ends August 12th. Terms apply.
Compare the candidates for Attorney General. Lieutenant Colonel Rodney Glassman, Air Force prosecutor, JAG officer. Rodney Glassman spent decades prosecuting criminals.
Or career politician Warren Peterson. Warren Peterson has never prosecuted a single case. No courtroom experience. Only recently licensed to practice law. Warren Peterson would be learning how to prosecute on the job.
Rodney Glassman is a Trump conservative running for Attorney General to stop Katie Hobbs and Chris May's political lawfare against President Trump on day one.
Warren Peterson worked with Katie Hobbs to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on Democrat priorities, supported higher taxes, and voted to fund Chris May's lawsuits against President Trump.
Lieutenant Colonel Rodney Glassman. Experienced, tough, conservative. The Attorney General Arizona needs.
Paid for by Glassman for Attorney General. Authorized by Rodney Glassman.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Ecuador held on to upset Germany 2-1 for its first win at this year's World Cup. Nielsen Angulo answered an early German goal in the 9th minute.
Here's Angulo with a hint and opportunity for Ecuador. And he scores and equalizes.
Ecuador advances to the knockout round. Germany had already qualified as group winners. There are 6 more matches on the World Cup schedule today.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
550 KFYI. The news you need when you need it. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. And also, you can watch us live streaming on YouTube 550 KFYI.
And you can join the conversation. And if you are watching us, or even if you're just listening to us on YouTube, we ask that you hit the thumbs up button for today's show and then go ahead and subscribe so you get those notifications when we do go live. Garrett goes live, too, every day.
It does?
At 4 o'clock, yeah.
Okay.
We lower the cameras down. We raise the seats. And then you basically see the top of his head as he struggles to maintain the appropriate.
Is that why you do all that readjusting when we come in here in the morning? You're just moving the cameras around, trying to put them back to where
Yeah, just trying to get get you in the right camera angle. But one of the things I love about being able to interact so many different ways with our listeners, because you've got the YouTube.
Yes.
You've got the talk back.
Correct.
You've got, our Instagram and Twitter and Facebook handles. Like, if you want to interact with us, there's multiple ways. And, on YouTube, we've got people that are typing the old Friday song. And they always lament on Fridays, how come we don't do the Friday song
Yes.
anymore?
So new guy, you're not too familiar. You don't know anything about the Friday song.
Well, the Friday song goes back to
years.
Let's count them, because you chew through these producers. I don't know. I don't know if you know this, Pablo, but so we got New Guy Pablo.
Right.
We had Mucho.
Correct.
Who we believe is on tour with Wu-Tang again or something.
Correct.
And then before that, we had Bannon, young BC.
Young BC Bannon.
He left to go explore a rap career.
Correct. And then Hayden was before that.
Yeah, and Hayden was great. We loved Hayden, but Hayden had this job while he was in college, and then Hayden, fell in
married,
love
right,
and got
all this
married,
stuff,
and he was like, man, I don't want to get up early. I want a normal life. And he was like, okay, that makes sense. And then before that, there was Russell or some guy like that. And he would sing the Friday song. And he had a dulcet tone. He was like a baritone or a bass.
He used to sing.
He could sing. And that was his.
Friday is my favorite day.
We don't do it anymore.
Right.
Because
he won't sing with me.
That was his jam.
He wouldn't sing with me.
And I'm not stealing his bit, And
Monday is a bummer.
Tuesday's
always
something
fair.
or something. Friday's great. Yeah, we don't do it. We put that one to pasture.
We did.
Out of respect for Rob or whatever his name was.
Ross. And I love the fact that folks are bringing that up. They still want it. I think we got to do something with it. We've got to do something with that.
All due respect, appreciate, what did you say his name was?
Ross.
All of his many years of contributions as a longtime member of the Conservative
He's my
Circus
original
family,
producer. He's with me for like about 10, 12
years. When the day
years.
comes and Bob gets his in Tucson gets his ultimate wish, and I'm no longer a part of the Conservative Circus family,
you leave
there will
Bob
be
alone.
Things that no longer, like
Bob
you won't have extra white to kick around anymore.
Bob was just joshing with you.
He called me a fat ass.
Well, you did send me a picture yesterday of when you truly were
when I was a fat ass.
You were huge.
Yeah, I was you know what? I might go ahead and just post that
you should.
on Instagram today to show people. I was at an awards ceremony in New York, and I took a picture with Seth Meyers. And it popped up on my Facebook like, hey, you have a memory.
Right.
And I looked at that and I was like, why you I don't want to remember that. Good Lord, I was large.
I mean,
I was a large man.
It's dangerous, actually.
It's dangerous. And
you lost how many pounds have you lost?
A total since that, because that picture was probably my heaviest. I might have been pushing 370, 375 in that picture. So since that picture, I'm probably down 100, 105 pounds.
See, that's great.
I hover now between 270, 275, depending on, if I'm going to make fried chicken over the weekend, which I'm not doing this weekend. But, yeah, I mean, I lost a little bit of weight and then, lost a lot more over the last 2 years.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's got more to go, but, I'm happy. So, you can call me fat all you want, Bob, but I'm not singing a Friday song. We're not doing it.
You know what It's
a relic.
I am a relic.
It's a great relic.
We can bring that back at any moment.
I don't sing like that.
Right. If Bob were to call me fat, though, I may be upset because I am stealth. I have the body of a Greek Adonis. Just water just rippling down my 8-pack. If you watch World Cup soccer, you see, that's kind of what I look like, when they're,
What? What? I mean, you're a fit guy for somebody your age.
I was looking at World Cup soccer last time. I'm like, look at these guys' bodies. My son said, Dad, you okay? Look at how high they can jump.
Look at that sweat glistening off their ass. What is wrong with you?
Goodness gracious. Coming up next, we will discuss how the Supreme Court decision has melted down the left.
Is there something you want to say today?
No, I'm good.
I mean, there's only a few more days left in Pride Month, James. You're running out of time.
My wife is smoking hot, and I did not meet her at Reverend Wright's church. It's all good. It's good. Just thinking about youth. Stay tuned, my friends. Private student loan debt has a way of just dragging on month after month, year after year. And if you are behind or worse in default, it can feel like you're stuck with it for life. But that's not always the truth. There is a company I want you to know about, YRefi. YRefi specializes in refinancing private student loans that other lenders won't even consider. Even if you've been turned down somewhere else, YRefi may still be able to help. They create a custom payment based on what you can actually afford. They can reduce your monthly payment, may lower your total cost, and they don't care what your credit score is. Now, I've met the team at YRefi, met them a few times. They're good folks who understand what you are going through. And this is not debt settlement. It's real refinancing with a low fixed interest rate and a path forward. Call 888-YRefi-85. That's 888-YREFY-85 or go to YRefi.com. If private student loan debt has been dragging on long enough, call my friends at YRefi. May not be available in all states.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Got a crash now in the West Valley on the Loop 101 headed northbound near Olive. Looks like the HOV lane is blocked up in that one. Then a collision on I-10. This is eastbound near State Route 85 out in Buckeye, so watch for delays in that area. 44th Street restricted for you northbound between Sky Harbor Boulevard and Madison. Police activity there. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Viome. You wouldn't take someone else's prescription, so why take somebody else's supplements? Viome starts with a simple at-home test, then creates custom biotics and nutrients based specifically for your body. Personalized nutrition starts here. Go to Viome.com. Use code RADIO today.
Glenn Beck. Donald Trump doesn't roll over for anyone. If he disagrees with you or he thinks you're hurting
tonight at 7,
what he's trying to do in America, he's going to take you on. I don't care who you are.
550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
Take action for your retirement. Call Golden Crest Metals, 888-447-7857.
AI is taking over the internet. Made up facts, technology thinking for you. Startpage is the private search engine that still finds what you need without the noise. Try Startpage at startpage.com. That's startpage.com.
One study found that half of all clients are unhappy with their lawyer. The number one complaint, a total lack of communication.
That's why we survey our clients and know over 97% are happy. Do your research. Call the husband and wife law team first.
Phoenix, do you want to enjoy your summer or do you want to paint year after year? Do what your neighbors did. They called Rhino Shield.
Looked at what it was costing me to have my house painted and realized that while it costs more initially for Rhino Shield, over the life of the product, it's a lot less.
Rhino Shield's not paint, it's a ceramic coating that's formulated for our specific climate right here in Phoenix.
We chose Rhino Shield because of the durability of the product. Paints are mostly water. Less water gives you a more resilient product.
The warranty, 25 years, is something I just don't think you can beat.
We're very excited that we don't ever have to paint again.
Great news, Phoenix. You can now get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
Really would like to say thank you to their entire staff. Everybody all did exactly what they said they were going to do, exactly the way I wanted it done.
Here's owner Jim Williams.
This offer is limited, so call me at 855-4U-RHINO. That's 855-4, the letter U, Rhino.
Go Rhino!
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Presented by La Mesa, Phoenix, and Mesa, Arizona. It's an RV Super Show. Indoors at Westworld of Scottsdale. Prices slashed on a huge selection of new and used motorhomes and adventure vans. Save on top names like Winnebago, Fleetwood, Tiffin, Integra, Thor, and more. All are inside the air-conditioned comfort of Westworld, and all are priced for immediate sale. Open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Free admission and parking. See RVShowUSA.com. The RV Super Show indoors at Westworld of Scottsdale ends Sunday.
Struggling to pay your energy bill? At SRP, we're here to help. Whether you need immediate financial support or tips to lower energy costs, we're here 24/7. Visit srp.net/help or call 602-236-8888.
Kendrick Perkins here. Yo, y'all are not going to believe what Perks Pass is giving you a chance to win. A trip to Hawaii. Enter to win at perkspass.com.
Help shape what's next by voting for the brands, rewards, and experiences you want to see join the community. PerksPass.com.
Take control of your food with Harvest Right. A home freeze dryer lets you preserve the meals your family already loves. Fruits, vegetables, leftovers, even full dinners, and keep them fresh for years. No waste, no preservatives, just real food whenever you need it. It's simple to use, surprisingly affordable, and a smart way to stay prepared for anything. Whether you're planning ahead or just saving money, Harvest Right makes it easy. Learn more and shop today at harvestright.com.
Parker & Sons here. What if your new AC unit started paying you back before you paid for it? A new high-efficiency unit cuts your cooling costs from day one, so you save on energy all summer before you've spent a dime on the system. Because right now, you pay nothing until 2027. No interest, no payments, no stress. But this offer ends June 30th. Call Parker & Sons today for your free quote. Call 602-2REPAIR. That's 602-2REPAIR.
My friends, this isn't some far-off warning. It's already starting right here in Arizona. Utilities are shutting off power to neighborhoods, saying it's necessary to prevent wildfires. Meanwhile, APS and SRP continue warning of rising demand and more pressure on the grid. If you thought last summer was expensive, just wait. Higher rates are coming, and now reliability itself is becoming a concern. Electricity isn't a luxury in Arizona, it's survival. That's why Solar Sandy says solar is no longer just about saving money, it's about protecting your family. For over 10 years, Solar Sandy has helped Arizona families drive their power bills to zero or close to it. And now, with battery backup, your home can stay powered even when the grid is under stress. Already have solar? Solar Sandy can add batteries. Did your original solar company disappear? Solar Sandy's second time around solar program has your back. Don't wait until your neighborhood goes dark. Go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com. Fill out your kilowatt worksheet today, and you be sure to tell her James T. sent you.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
Hot and sunny today with gusty winds and temperatures reaching 110. Then tonight, look for a low near 84. Breezy again tomorrow with a high near 107 and cooler on Sunday with a high of 103. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Diamond Kitchen and Bath.
Update your kitchen. Don't miss the final days to save. Act now and get up to 51% off your cabinetry, plus free upgrades during our summer remodel sale at Diamond Kitchen and Bath. Visit diamondkitchenandbath.com today.
Make us your number one preset for instant access to your world.
Couldn't live without it.
Make 550 KFYI a preset on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. Also, you can watch us. We're streaming live on Facebook at 550 KFYI.
YouTube as well.
What did I say?
You can find us on Facebook. We put it on the Facebook page as well. But if you want to chat with us and interact with the show and other listeners, you want to do that at YouTube at 550 KFYI.
In three separate 6-3 decisions, the Supreme Court handed the Trump administration major victories by not by creating new law. They didn't do that. Just by restoring the law that was already on the books. The first thing they did, the court said that you can't claim asylum if you've never actually entered the United States. Really? Yeah. Think about that. The highest court in the land had to clarify that you can't claim asylum. You know what? If you haven't been here.
I'm not sitting here going, I'm claiming asylum in Mongolia.
Right.
Have you ever been to Mongolia? No, but I've had Mongolian beef once or twice.
Oh, I did too. Have you been to the Mongolian Grill?
Oh, yeah.
That's great stuff.
And back in my fat days, you would get the unlimited plate and you go 3 or 4 times.
All you can eat. Here's the second thing. The Supreme Court reaffirmed that temporary protected status is, wait for it, temporary.
It is in the name.
Temporary. Imagine that. My goodness. It was never intended to become a lifetime residency program. See, isn't that sort of like, welfare? Supposed to be temporary, a safety net, and all of a sudden it's become a 2-3 generation lifestyle?
Well, it's free because it's EBT.
That's right. It's free. Anyway, number 3. The court made it easier to deport green card holders who commit serious crimes. No. Really? Wow. Now notice the common thread in all of this. None of these decisions were to erase any legal immigration. You can still legally immigrate to the United States of America. None of them eliminate asylum, which I think that it should. I wish the Supreme Court would come down on that. None of them end humanitarian protection. They simply restore the limits Congress actually wrote into the law. These were laws that came through Congress that they were ignored to give the left an advantage. As a matter of fact, the Department of Homeland Security said, hey, we now return to the rule of law. We return to common sense.
And you said all of these rulings were 6-3,
6-3,
right?
6-3.
Well, that would explain the left's outrage over this. And how now the Supreme Court, once again, James, is illegitimate.
As a matter of fact, you had Mayor Mamdani,
the Ayatollah of New Yorkistan,
weighed in on this.
We saw today the Supreme Court make a decision that is putting so many people's lives in jeopardy. And I just came back from a rally with 1199 as I stood alongside a number of Haitian New Yorkers who are concerned about what this means for their status
they gotta go home.
In our city. And frankly,
now
this city, the one that we love, is one that has been built by so many from so many different parts of the world.
Legally.
And that includes our Haitian brothers and sisters, our Syrian brothers and sisters.
Citizens.
And we
Syrian
stand
brothers
here
and
ready
sisters.
to be in solidarity.
What did the Syrians, how did the Syrians, build America? What did they do, the Syrians?
I mean, shouldn't we talk about the Irish,
right?
The Italians,
right?
The Chinese,
right?
Well, you could even talk about the Africans that came here.
You absolutely
right?
can. What's the Syrian? What did Syria do? What did the Syrians do? What? No, wait. Wait. What did the Haitians do?
I know. Maybe he's going to get to it, but I know what the Somalis did.
Yeah, they stole our money.
Daycare. You can't. I mean, particularly in the Midwest, right? So many people are able to go work now because of all the Leering centers. They're woven into the fabric of our lives, James.
Come on, Mamdani. This is absurd. We're going to get to more of this because this is the true meltdown. This was a huge win again for the Trump administration. It's not being talked about, by the media. They're not harping on this and they're running with it because it's, again, common sense and they're on the wrong side of it.
Well, now they're, you know what they're talking about now. We've got to pack the court.
Oh, my goodness.
Pack the court.
Oh, my goodness. Bernie Sanders has become the mainstream of the Democrat Socialist Party.
That's a scary thought.
That's the Hannity Morning Minute on 550 KFYI and 790 KNST.
The Hannity Morning Minute is sponsored by Lund Mortgage.
Your morning espresso starts right here. It's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
I remember growing up and just all you saw in the Soviet Union, lines upon lines upon lines just for milk and bread and bare necessities. Examples of kids not being able to get milk without a prescription. That was not the promise if they got rid of those evil rich people in the former Soviet Union. Whatever manifestation it is, and now we have it in the form of Bernie Sanders socialism. Bernie Sanders was an outlier in the Democratic Party. He was not considered mainstream. He was laughed at. He was just basically tolerated, an annoyance when he was running against Hillary Clinton. Now he's become the mainstream of this radical new Democratic Socialist Party. Well, who would go honeymoon in the former Soviet Union? That was Bernie Sanders. Jeez.
The Sean Hannity Show from coast to coast later today.
I hope you'll join the hundreds of thousands of people who choose confidence over uncertainty. More families are turning to Byrna, the world leader in the less lethal personal defense category, because being prepared, that changes everything. All hand assembled in beautiful Fort Wayne, Indiana. Their compact launcher is small enough to conceal carry, but powerful enough to help stop any threat from up to 60 feet away. It fires kinetic tear gas pepper rounds that can disable an attacker for up to 40 minutes. That gives you distance, time, and the ability to take control of a dangerous situation without resorting to lethal force. You don't need a background check, you don't need a permit, and it's legal in all 50 states, and they'll ship it right to your door. It's trusted by hundreds of law enforcement and government agencies and families across the country. Byrna gives you more than protection. It gives you confidence, control, and the power to stand ready when it matters most. Go to byrna.com or go to the Byrna retail store located in your city today. That's byrna.com.
July 4th, 2026, the 250th anniversary of American independence. The Great American State Fair becomes the center of it all. All 50 states, a national prayer moment. And that night, the largest fireworks display in the history of the world. There's never been a July 4th like this one. There never will be again. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair, July 4th.
I'm Andy Biggs, the Trump-endorsed candidate for governor of Arizona. I'm ready to turn Arizona around, but I can't do it without a strong conservative candidate for attorney general to defeat liberal Chris Mays. Warren Peterson is the only conservative choice for AG. Warren Peterson led the fight to keep boys out of girls' sports, secure our elections, and defend the border. He'll keep us safe as attorney general. Join me in voting for Warren Peterson, the conservative choice for attorney general.
Paid for and authorized by Friends of Warren Peterson.
The Lovebird Lowdown with Tom and Tawny.
You know, flying's overrated.
Bold statement for a bird.
Constant flapping, wind in your face. Much rather be in a Toyota.
Hey, you're right. Smooth ride, comfortable, quiet.
Just cruising along.
20 people dream of flying.
Give it a week.
Bird brains.
Right now, get 4.99% financing for 60 months on our most popular models, including Camry, Corolla, RAV4, 4Runner, and Tacoma. Or get low 2.99% financing for up to 72 months on a full-size Tundra. With great deals like these, now's the perfect time to visit your Valley Toyota dealer. Toyota. Let's go places. 4.99% with $1,887 per thousand borrowed for 60 months. 2.99% with $1,519 per thousand borrowed for 72 months. Offers end 6/30/26 and exclude TRD Pro and Trail Hunter models. See dealer for details.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
A teenager is charged in a mall shooting. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. A 15-year-old has been indicted in connection with the shooting inside the Desert Sky Mall in West Phoenix earlier this month. Authorities say Guillermo Guzman killed a 17-year-old and injured another teen who were working at a kiosk in the mall. 3 other victims were also in the line of fire. Guzman is facing felony charges. Arizona Democratic Representative Adelita Grijalva is strongly criticizing 2 decisions on immigration from the Supreme Court. The court yesterday said the administration could end temporary protections for thousands of Haitians and Syrians and cleared the path for the administration to turn away migrants before they enter the country. Grijalva said Trump is trying to change what the nation looks like and the Supreme Court is enabling him.
The Trump administration can attack immigrants all they want. They cannot erase our stories. No pueden borrar sus historias. They cannot erase our contributions. They cannot erase the truth that immigrants helped build this country.
The White House is applauding the decisions, calling them a tremendous win. Jurors are deadlocked in the federal trial of a suspect accused of starting a deadly Southern California wildfire. Yesterday, the jury told the judge they were unable to reach a verdict in the case against Jonathan Rinderknecht, who's accused of starting the Palisades fire. A look at your money. The Dow is down 242 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Wreck on the Loop 101 in the West Valley northbound near Olive has been moved off right, but watch for delays in the area there. Then I-10 eastbound out in Buckeye, a crash near State Route 85. Got a fuel spill, Cave Creek north of Thunderbird and 44th Street restricted northbound between Sky Harbor Boulevard and Madison. Police activity there. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Viome. A cabinet full of supplements, your body might not need half of them. Viome uses a simple at-home test to create personalized probiotics and nutrition plan based on your biology. Real science, real answers, real personalization. Check out Viome.com. Use code RADIO today.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Crystal Ortiz.
Today, another toasty one with a forecast high of 109 degrees. Humidity levels should drop, though, as we go late day and into tomorrow. We're breezy to windy throughout the afternoon and partly sunny as well. Our low at 83 degrees.
Right now, it's 90 in Phoenix. Your next news at 7:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Democrats are learning that sovereignty isn't a dirty word.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
The left is absolutely just wigging out over a Supreme Court decision. Actually, the Supreme Court yesterday had 3 decisions. They decided you can't claim asylum if you've never actually entered the United States. Then they decided, they reaffirmed that temporary protected status is actually, yes, temporary. And the third case, the court made it easier to deport green card holders who committed serious crimes. And this is a big one. I mean, we're talking about legal permanent residents who were welcomed into the country, then broke our laws. Permanent residency has always been a privilege, not a shield against accountability. If you are here and you become a citizen and you break the laws, see ya, bye-bye. And that's what has the left just upset. They're melting down left and right, but the Mamdani, Mayor Mamdani, New York City, he's an immigrant, don't you know? But see, he came here legally. I love how the media, the Democrats, they want to still cast illegals as legal.
Well, no human is illegal, James.
Correct. That's what
there
they
are
say.
people that are coming here from all over the world in search of a better life, which is why they want to transform this country into the S-hole they left. But Mamdani, I mean, he really struggled. He was downtrodden. His very famous Hollywood actress mother, who was friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and his radical socialist college professor father, who was spewing Islamicist anti-American screed at Columbia University while they were barricading the doors, chanting "Free, free Palestine." I mean, he really had it hard in whatever native land he came from.
Wait, where did he come from? I know Mama's supposed to be from India, right? Is Dad supposed to be from India too? We got to look into that. Get the crack research team on where Mamdani's father is from, college professor. Meanwhile, the mayor of New York, Mamdani, he wants you to know that if you're an illegal and you are now living in the shadows, you're afraid to look over your shoulder, you can reach out.
Now, what that means when it comes to our city is if you are worried about what this means for your status, if you're worried about what this means for your family, I would encourage you to call our Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs hotline, and you can do so at 1-800-354-0365. Again, that's 1-800-354-0365.
That number.
Hey, Pablo, can you give that new number to me? I'm a little slow on the uptake.
Yeah, play that for the back end.
Again, that's 1-800-354-0365.
Right.
03.
You can give him a call.
5, yeah.
Tell him, I'm a Haitian, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid of Trump.
Mondami wants to make that hotline bling, huh?
Right?
1-800.
I wonder if they get money for that.
354-0365.
He's calling.
Hold on,
He's calling.
This is not planned. This is just on the
taking
spot.
this right there.
I can't air the other side because that would be.
Of course you can't.
Oh,
I'll just go ahead and talk while you're talking.
Calls are confidential.
Oh.
They could be recorded for quality or tracking.
You know what? I bet you this works absolutely fantastic.
Now I got to sit through it in Spanish.
I'm telling you, this
número dos.
This thing, this is not going to be like trying to get on Obama's website for.
Now it's in French.
See,
come on, man, ICE is at my door and I'm trying for help, and
But the Haitians speak French, don't they?
I.
So now you're back to Spanish.
Oh, for English, press 1. Okay, hold on. 1. This is important. We're
Shouldn't they
saving
start
lives.
out with that? Shouldn't they start out with the English? No, I guess you're talking about the world.
Wait, what?
Aaron is
I already
calling.
pressed 1 for English, lady.
He's calling the hotline in New York City, Mondami's hotline, to help out illegals.
Yeah, you already told me it's going to be recorded for tracking purposes.
Now I'm
on hold. Man, it's a good thing this isn't like a real emergency.
Maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe this.
Yes, I just wanted to let you know that I think it's admirable work that you're doing, and I just wanted to say it would be really helpful, and I would feel a lot safer. We would send them all the hell back. Thank you very much.
There you go.
I hope they track that and have me on a list now.
Why don't we give the number out one more time if we have more?
Oh, yeah, this is great. Yeah.
Again, that's 1-800-354-0365.
Yes.
Thank you, Ayatollah Mamdani.
He's encouraging you to call the hotline if you are here illegally and need to be comforted.
She was very pleasant.
She was.
Very pleasant. But
you had to go through the rigmarole.
But yeah, I'm going to tell you need a few minutes.
And listen, I'm going to give them credit. This hotline is working. We have seen other Democrats come out with the programs. You remember Obama and the Obamacare website, which crashed on day one. You remember that?
Yeah. And then, but didn't Katie Hobbs and A.G. Mays, didn't they put out a website for all the illegals here that were getting rounded up for the legal aid? I think we made fun of that too.
You're right, yeah. I mean, this thing worked. Boy, when it comes to protecting that illegal ballot, Democrats go the extra mile. Zorhan Mondami.
Now, many of you know this is a city of 8.5 million people. Mm-hmm. More than 3 million of us were born elsewhere.
Right.
I'm one of them. We're a city that's proud of our immigrant heritage.
The crack research team just handed me a note.
All right.
Mamdani was dual citizenship,
right.
The United States
and
Uganda. He was born in Uganda.
He's one of
to parents of Indian descent and later naturalized as a U.S. citizen.
Okay, now of course, Indians. Once the Jews left Uganda, it was the Indian, or a certain class of the Indian that went in as business people. Yes, that makes sense. He is Indian by way of Uganda, East Africa.
Ayatollah Mamdani, he went ahead and became a naturalized citizen of the United States.
He did, but
wouldn't you think he would advocate for? I mean, if we're going to build a hotline, couldn't the hotline be, we've established a hotline to help you navigate the process of becoming a naturalized citizen? I know firsthand how it could be cumbersome. There might be some. So we're here to assist you so that you could stay in our country legally and not have to live in the shadows or live in fear of being deported, because we are the most gracious and welcoming nation on earth.
That makes so much sense. It's almost refreshing. It makes so much sense that that's what it should be, but it's not. That's what makes it so disturbing. It's not. He's reaching out to people who are here illegally, who have no desire whatsoever to be legalized. He's reaching out to people who want to stay in the shadows and who want to continue to siphon off money from the tax-paying citizen.
Yeah, you call 1-800-354-0365, and they'll help you hide from the federal thugs.
That's what this is is all about. Megyn Kelly, podcaster Megyn Kelly, has a very strong reaction to the Supreme Court decision and folks like Mamdani who are trying to give aid and comfort to illegals. We'll hear from her coming up next. Owning a home is cool and all, except for the part where now everything is your problem. Without a home warranty, you could pay thousands to repair or replace appliances and home systems like your AC and plumbing. But with an American Home Shield warranty, you can help protect your wallet from pricey breakdowns. If AHS can't repair the covered item, they'll replace it, no matter how old it is. Don't let unexpected bills wreck your budget. American Home Shield, don't worry, be warranty. See ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions.
50 states, one national mall, 2 weeks of freedom. The Great American State Fair opens June 25th in Washington, D.C. All 50 states. Live music and rodeo, innovation, arts, culture, and American patriotism. Every day brings a new theme celebrating the best of who we are, capped by the largest fireworks display in the world on July 4th. This is for every American. Admission is free. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair. Be there.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Wreck on the Loop 101 in the West Valley northbound near Olive has been moved off right, but watch for delays in the area there. Then I-10 eastbound out in Buckeye, a crash near State Route 85. Got a fuel spill, Cave Creek north of Thunderbird and 44th Street restricted northbound between Sky Harbor Boulevard and Madison. Police activity there. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is paid for by Citizens Clean Elections Commission. Before you vote, use the voter education guide to learn about the voting process, important deadlines, and candidate statements. Then watch the candidate debates to hear where the candidates stand on the issues. Visit azcleanelections.gov. Make your vote yours.
If only we had a buck.
Pretty Woman is a trash movie.
For every Buck Bash.
It is an absurd movie.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton.
But it's got a good soundtrack.
Today at 10 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
Right, everybody cares about health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, and so many of us are guessing our way through our health, guessing what foods to eat, what supplements to take, wondering why some things make us feel better than others. Now, that's where Viome comes in. It's a simple, at-home gut health test that uses advanced RNA technology. It analyzes your gut microbiome to understand how your body is truly functioning in this moment. And from there, Viome then creates a personalized food and supplement plan designed specifically for your body. Right, Linda? You've been doing this.
I have been doing it, and the test is easy. It's got great steps. It walks you right through. It's easy to do. You can send it right in.
Take the guesswork out of it. Get real data. Go to VIOME/Hannity. VIOME.com/Hannity today. And when you follow their plan, you can expect better digestion, more energy, improved mood. Stop guessing. Start knowing.
Protect your retirement with gold and silver. Call Golden Crest Metals, 888-447-7857.
Ever look something up online and then see ads for it everywhere? That's not a coincidence. StartPage is the private search engine that finds what you need without anyone finding out you asked. Try StartPage.com. That's StartPage.com.
Pickleball is on the rise. 46.8 million players nationwide with a projected $5 billion industry by 2033. Looking to be part of this exciting growth? Crush Yard offers a unique franchise opportunity, redefining the pickleball experience with indoor court, exceptional dining, craft drinks, and entertainment. This is your chance to invest in a rapidly growing brand shaping the future of leisure. For a limited time, you can own a piece of the action. Visit CrushYardFranchising.com to learn more. Crush Yard, Pickleball Bar and Lounge.
These lawyers say they treat clients like family while secretly putting mandatory settlement quotas on their lawyers.
We never set settlement quotas. We measure success by achieving each client's best outcome.
Do your research. Call the husband and wife law team first.
We've been here 30 years, 30 Christmases in this house, and we have the traditions that most families have.
That's Terry talking about her experience with Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
We did Rhino Shield 14 years ago, and the house still looks the same as the first day. Rhino Shield really worked with me. me to help me get just the right nice soft yellow, and it's 14 years later and it's the same color.
The main reason Terry called Rhino Shield is because Rhino Shield is backed by a 25-year warranty.
It just sounded wonderful that we could have the house coated with Rhino Shield and not have to worry about it again for 25 years.
Take it from Terry. Give Rhino Shield a call at 855-4-U-RHINO. Call now and receive 10% off the regular price. Or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
There have been neighbors that have come by and said, "Did you just have your house painted?" Because they wanted to know who the contractor was. And I said, "No, it's actually Rhino Shield."
For your 10% off, call now. 855-4-U-RHINO. Or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
On up to $25,000 in free silver. When you make a qualifying purchase through Golden Crest Metals, you can receive up to $25,000 in real silver added to your account. Call 888-447-7857 now for your free information kit. That's 888-447-7857. Again, call 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offers a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium minted coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped to $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
Kendrick Perkins here. Yo, y'all are not going to believe what Perks Pass is giving you a chance to win. A trip to Hawaii, airfare, a beautiful Hilton Grand Vacation Villa. The whole thing. Enter to win at PerksPass.com.
Help shape what's next by voting for the brands, rewards, and experiences you want to see join the Perks Pass community. PerksPass.com. Join the community and enter to win today.
Hot and sunny today with gusty winds and temperatures reaching 110. Then tonight, look for a low near 84. Breezy again tomorrow with the high near 107 and cooler on Sunday with a high of 103. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash.
Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today. That's right, totally free for a limited time. Because we love what makes you shine. See website for details.
I've been hearing for decades that the markets can solve climate change. Today, we have more incentives for market solutions than ever, and emissions are rising. On this season of Drilled, Carbon Cowboys, the story of 3 market solutions colliding in one multinational boondoggle.
You gotta give Bruce and the guys credit. They're Republicans. They don't give a shit about any of this stuff.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Drilled and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Saving America, one broadcast at a time. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton today at 10 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. Also streaming live on YouTube, 550 KFYI. We have some strong reactions to the Supreme Court, basically handing President Trump a win, a huge win, a common sense win. You can't claim asylum if you never entered the United States. The court reaffirmed that temporary protected status is indeed temporary. And third, it made it very easy to deport green card holders who commit serious crimes. And for some reason, the Democrats are upset about this. They're very upset about this. The common thread in these rulings is that none of these decisions erase legal immigration. None of it erased asylum. It should have erased asylum, but it didn't. And yet you have the mom dummies of the world coming out. You've got Congresswomen coming out.
You know why they're upset, don't you?
Why?
This isn't about humanity.
What is it about?
This isn't about helping the less fortunate around the globe and the, Christian call to arms to lift up those and be your brother's keeper. Mm-hmm. This is about one thing and one thing only, James.
What is that?
Votes.
Voting. They're protecting their voting base. They're protecting their new crop that they brought in here. Because their numbers, their policies suck so bad, they had to bring in people and make them dependent on government in order to continue to stay in power.
While communities across America are honoring generations of immigrants who helped build this country, Trump and his administration and this court are choosing fear, cruelty, and division. What this administration and the Supreme Court has done is an injustice to everyone. Merecemos justicia, dignidad y paz. We want justice, dignity, and peace. That's not a lot to ask for an immigrant community that has done everything exactly the way this nation has told you to do it.
Now, wait a minute. If these immigrants did everything exactly the way the government told them to do it, they'd be legal. How did she just? They continue to run roughshod over this. That is Adelita Grijalva, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, she's one of us. She's one of us. Arizonan,
Arizona,
Southern delegation.
Absolutely, just raining down, contempt on the Supreme Court, saying that these immigrants have done it the right way.
Well, this is part of their strategy. They're just going to completely ignore and unequivocally disregard the fact that being in the country illegally is a crime. Now, it's a misdemeanor, but it is a crime.
It's a crime. And it's a crime. And according to they don't even have a green card. So they're breaking the law by being in the country. They got to go.
But that doesn't, it's no different than what California tried to do when they said if you steal, but it's under, $950, you didn't really steal.
Again, another Democrat policy.
Theft skyrocketed. You don't even consider being in the country illegally a crime. We get 40 million, 30 million, however many tens of millions of illegal aliens coming into the country because it's not really a crime.
Arizona Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva.
I am the proud granddaughter of a bracero, a hardworking Mexican immigrant.
What does that mean? Pablo, what does that mean?
What is a bruschetta?
I don't know.
Is that a sandwich? What is
that's a bruschetta is a type of bread.
Cowboy or something like a working cowboy.
A working cowboy? Yeah. Okay, all right, let's go ahead here.
I am the proud granddaughter of a bracero, a hardworking Mexican immigrant who came to this country for an opportunity for a better life. We need to remind this court and this administration that we are not outsiders. We are part of this nation. Los inmigrantes son parte de nuestra historia, nuestro presente y nuestro futuro.
Pablo, what's she saying?
Immigrants are part of our history, past and present, and future. Siempre estaré con ellos y con ustedes. I will never stop fighting alongside our immigrant communities.
Well, because I am so multicultural. I actually know what a bracero is.
Oh, what is it? Learns me today.
Yeah, I tapped into my, multicultural knowledge.
Okay.
The term bracero comes from the Spanish, as you should probably know, Pablo.
I'm Latin, I'm not Spanish.
Meaning brazo. It translates into manual laborer or one who works using their arms.
Oh.
Historically, I know this because I'm multicultural.
Correct.
Celebrating diversity and all on this Pride Month refers to the Mexican guest workers brought into the United States to work here on short-term labor contracts. The term became widely known in the U.S. during the U.S.-sponsored Bracero program established in 1942.
So this has deep roots,
It was created to resolve severe wartime shortages, and the program brought millions of Mexican men across the border to work in U.S. agriculture.
So now we know, Adelita Grijalva, she said her father, no, she said her grandfather.
Yeah,
because her father was a
bracera.
Right.
Bracero. See, this is where I get tripped up. Bracero, is that masculine? Bracera is female.
Masculine, feminine. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
My family was here way before 43, so I don't even think we were.
So this language doesn't mean anything to you.
Not to me.
I see. This whole thing has set Megyn Kelly off. Megyn Kelly, formerly of, we don't even say formerly of Fox News. That's so long ago, right?
Now
she was with NBC. Now she's
one of the most successful podcast hosts.
Right.
She bleeds from her nose or wherever, according to the president.
That was like 10 years ago, too. We had let that go.
Ooh, there's a Bracero Tacos Tequila.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, there's a Bracero grill,
is it a hardworking taco, hardworking burrito?
I don't know, but I feel like we need
translation?
A field trip to check it out. This is for cultural research.
Pablo said, "Why are you looking at me when you're saying these things?" I'm looking at a Pablo over there.
Well, Pablo, let's just be honest, okay? I mean, you got a guy named James Thompson Harris who was born in Mississippi and grew up in Milwaukee.
I was born in Milwaukee.
You got Extra White, who grew up in the South, right? Who is a descendant of John Wilkes Booth.
Right.
And then you got a guy named Pablo.
Come on.
If we were talking about getting tacos at the Bracero, it's not racist to go,
That's right.
hey, the guy named Pablo probably knows more about the tacos.
The way you said my name makes me sound so plain. James T. Harris.
He said the middle. He said the full thing.
He did.
Well, it was a big thing on the show. He was keeping it secret.
It was a secret for decades until somebody actually guessed it. Inside job.
It was kind of a contest, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like, if people walked up to us at an event and wanted to know where's the best spot to get tacos,
we're
who are they
not
going to ask?
We're not going to ask Extra White.
Nah.
Right.
That would be like asking Katie Hobbs.
That's right.
You ask me.
You would ask
C.
I'll lead you the right way.
Okay. C. Yeah, thank you. C.
I get it. That was
Gracias, Pablo.
Coming up next, we will hear from Megyn Kelly, who ultimately has the correct response to the Supreme Court decision and the Democrats' reaction. Here's the truth nobody likes hearing. If you are out looking for homes before getting pre-qualified, you're not really a buyer yet. You're a tourist. Because the minute you find the house you love, the very first question is going to be, are you pre-qualified? And if the answer is no, that house may be gone before you get your paperwork together. That's why you call Lund Mortgage first. They do real pre-approvals, full credit, income, and asset review. So when you make an offer, sellers know you're serious. And right now, Lund Mortgage is paying for the appraisal on qualifying purchase loans that close with them. That's $600 to $800 staying in your pocket instead of going out the door. Most approval turns around in 24 to 48 hours. So stop guessing. Call Lund Mortgage, get pre-qualified, then go look at houses. 623-875-9940 or visit lundmortgage.com. Lund Mortgage, NMLS number 162710, equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval.
A Scottsdale-based contracting business has had its pool contractor's license revoked. The Arizona Registrar of Contractors says it's investigating 85 complaints from homeowners and subcontractors throughout the valley regarding Sun State pools. The agency continues to investigate and encourages any other impacted homeowners to file their complaints. Northern Arizona is under a red flag warning through the weekend. The National Weather Service says critical fire weather conditions are expected as the area is dry and heavy winds are in the forecast. Wind gusts as high as 50 miles per hour are predicted. Former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton is due in federal court today. He's expected to plead guilty to mishandling classified documents. It's part of a plea deal that will also see Bolton pay a more than $2 million fine. Diagnosis of gambling disorder is on the rise in states that have legalized sports betting. According to a new study by Epic Research, diagnoses rose more than 60% since 2018, with the biggest increase among young men. Sports betting has exploded across the U.S. following a landmark Supreme Court ruling that paved the way for states to legalize online sportsbooks. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Crash activity in the West Valley on the 101 northbound near Olive. Looks like it's in the clearing stages, but watch for some residual slowing in the area. I-10 eastbound dealing with a crash in Buckeye. This one is going to be near State Route 85. It's off right. And 44th Street northbound, north of Sky Harbor Boulevard, still restricted due to police activity. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Michael Cordova Injury Attorneys.
You need care, not confusion. Your serious injury case deserves individual attention. At Michael Cordova, we take care. We don't take advantage.
Call for a free consultation.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys. Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner & Rowe. Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
NBC News focuses on the facts, looking deeper and listening wider. It's clear reporting, free from opinion. Facts, clarity, calm. NBC News. Reporting for America.
This is Logan from Cover Your Assets with Logan and Dawn. Worried about running out of money in retirement? You don't have to be. Schedule your free income plan today at sunvalleywealth.com.
Cover Your Assets with Logan and Dawn, Saturday mornings at 10 on News Talk 550 KFYI.
With the Harvest Right freeze dryer, it's not just about preserving fruits and vegetables. Freeze dry full meals, dairy, eggs, and meats, even ice cream and candy. And keep them fresh for years. Visit harvestright.com. That's harvestright.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Arizona lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Life is full of challenges, but you don't have to face them alone. At intouch.org, you'll find powerful sermons from Dr. Charles Stanley, daily devotionals, and resources designed to strengthen your faith and bring hope into your everyday life. Whether you're searching for encouragement, biblical wisdom, or practical guidance, intouch.org is here to help you grow closer to God's promises. Discover truth that speaks to your heart. Visit intouch.org today.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
You probably noticed the world is changing fast. Alliances, population movements, and a global monetary reset is just the beginning. It's Jim Clark. In the last 4 years, central banks have doubled the amount of gold they bought in the prior decade. They're repatriating gold they used to store with the Fed in New York. Trust in the money paper system is collapsing. The banks are protecting themselves. Are you? See us, Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
July 4th, 2026, the 250th anniversary of American independence. The Great American State Fair becomes the center of it all. All 50 states, a national prayer moment. And that night, the largest fireworks display in the history of the world. There's never been a July 4th like this one. There never will be again. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair, July 4th.
I'll tell you what, Tombstone Tactical is celebrating America's 250th birthday the way the founders would have wanted, with great deals on America's rifles. Introducing the special edition honoring freedom America-made AR on sale all week from Monday to Sunday. And you can save big and celebrate 250 years of liberty in style. Just remember, Tombstone Tactical will be closed on Saturday, the 4th of July. And what what goes perfectly with America's rifle? America's caliber. That's why Tombstone Tactical is also running specials on 5.56 ammo. So celebrate 1776 in style and declare independence, not bankruptcy, with prices that you won't have to throw tea to Harbor for it. Freedom, firepower, and fantastic deals all weekend long at Tombstone Tactical. Stop in, stock up, and celebrate America's 250th birthday with the gear that helps secure our freedom. Tombstone Tactical right off the I-17 in Metro Center between Dunlap and Peoria. You be sure to tell them James T sent you.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Ecuador is still alive at this year's World Cup thanks to a 2-1 upset of Germany. Gonzalo Plata put the match away with his first goal of the tournament in the 77th minute.
And it's been deflected in as well. They've got the goal. It's Plata.
The win advances Ecuador into the knockout round. Germany had already qualified as group winners. Another busy day ahead today with 6 matches on the schedule.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
550 KFYI. Stay informed. Stay ahead. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. You have Mondami putting out a hotline in New York City. If you are Haitian, he wants to hear from you. He wants to help you be able to stay in this country illegally. If you missed earlier in the show, we had Aaron. Aaron actually called out there on a whim.
Oh, yeah, the number, if you'd like to know, just because, you too might know an illegal Haitian or a Sudanese person or Mexican or Ecuadorian or anywhere that you want to help evade ICE custody. That number is 1-800-354-0365. But be prepared to wait a few minutes because you got to sit through a lot of prompts in a lot of different languages.
And know this as well. This is not, you're not ratting out any Haitian friend. No, this isn't to turn them in. This is to get them the help to be able to stay here illegally. Megyn Kelly weighed in on the Democrats' meltdown.
And look, this has been going on for over a dozen years. Go home. Get out. We know our country's better than yours. That's because we filled it with our work ethic and our culture and our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it and live it. And half of you people, more than half of you, won't assimilate. We don't want you. We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back to 80. Sorry. I'm thinking about our friends in Ohio who've been dealing with these TPS Haitians for years now, who are drunk driving all over their towns and killing people. This is the whole cats and dogs thing. Like, they don't want to live like Americans live. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this was supposed to be it was supposed to be temporary help. And it's turned into another backdoor way of allowing someone permanent residency here. And they take advantage of all of our public services and our...
Sure they do.
And amen. And boom, shakalaka. Can they give the Lord some praise in there?
Amen. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Go back to blanking back.
Get out. Go home.
I'm blushing a little bit.
I know you are.
Man,
I know you're going to like this. I know that was hot.
That was sexy.
I knew it. I knew once I heard it. I'm like, ooh.
I'm sorry. I need to go ahead and just apologize to the warden right now because I'm having impure thoughts on a Friday when we close the week with a prayer to the Lord.
Now, come on.
Oh, my God.
We don't have to take it there. We don't have to take it there, but let me tempt you a little bit.
Get out. Go home.
I'm going to need a moment.
Get out. Go home.
It was the fervor in which he said it, too. I've been married a long time. I haven't heard that kind of passion in a while.
Get out. Go home. Go back to 80. Sorry. I'm thinking about our friends in Ohio.
Don't be sorry.
I got palpitations.
They're eating the cats. They're eating your pets. They're eating the cats and dogs. Oh, man. This is what we're responding to.
Next time, you need to issue a warning that the following content is intended for mature audiences and might stir feelings of an unmentionable nature up in here.
You tell that.
I mean, she's already a pretty woman, but
she's lovely.
Just over the top.
But, to see a lovely woman, conservative woman, just speaking truth with passion, that's hot. That's hot. Coming up next, the Conservative Circus Clown of the Week. Let me ask you something. Has your business changed over the last few years? Of course it has. More employees, more responsibility, more moving parts, but for a lot of business owners, the insurance setup never changed with the business. Same old broker, same yearly phone calls, same confusing paperwork. That's where SuperSure comes in. SuperSure is built for growing businesses with more than 25 employees, giving you one super agent who helps coordinate your business coverage and employee benefits across the year, not just when renewal shows up. They can review your current policies, help organize your coverage in one place, and even translate insurance language into plain English with their fine print fax tool. And I love this idea. Their business value calculator can help estimate what your business may be worth today, giving you another way to think about protecting what you've built. If your business has grown, maybe your insurance approach should as well. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
We've got trouble in the West Valley. The Loop 101 headed westbound near Cave Creek. We've got several left lanes blocked up, including the HOV lane. Only the far right lane is getting through at the moment, so watch for big-time delays in that area. Also dealing with a crash, McDowell at Pima, and 44th Street restricted north of Sky Harbor Boulevard. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Demopolis Law. Demopolis Law is the firm you can trust. Millions recovered weekly. Clients choose Demopolis Law because they want the best. Visit LegalElite.com. Again, LegalElite.com. Demopolis Law. We win.
Sean Hannity.
Well, the Democratic Party and their radical base is now doubled down on radicalism. It's exactly what we thought would happen.
This afternoon at 1, 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
If you're suffering from stabbing pain, numbness, tingling, or burning in your arms, legs, hands, or feet, you may be experiencing peripheral neuropathy. If you or a loved one is suffering from neuropathy and has been prescribed a medication like Lyrica, Neurontin, or Cymbalta, there is an alternative. Amazing research has now shown that neuropathy symptoms can be reversed in as little as 1 week. At Restore Wellness, highly trained doctors are using a cutting-edge treatment and successfully slowing and often reversing the disease without addictive medications. If you're tired of living in pain, then call 480-447-9555. That's 480-447-9555. There's no surgery or prescription drugs. Don't wait to get relief. Call 480-447-9555. The first 25 callers will receive a full exam and in-depth consultation, absolutely free.
At Hastings & Hastings, we've lowered our discount fee to only 29% to handle your accident case.
Fix It Frankie, this is Ethel. Well, what sort of noise is your air conditioner making? You say it sounds like a cross between a glockenspiel and a what? A sousaphone? Well, my Frankie can fix that. How long has it been making? About 75 verses. Okay, well, I'll send someone over right away. No, he's not an orchestra conductor. Well, you'll have to provide your own tuxedo, sir. Bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
Strategies to limit the IRS. Listen to Cover Your Assets Saturday morning at 10 on KFYI. Go to sunvalleywealth.com.
Kendrick Perkins here. Yo, y'all are not going to believe what Perks Pass is giving you a chance to win. A trip to Hawaii. Enter to win at PerksPass.com.
Help shape what's next by voting for the brands, rewards, and experiences you want to see join the community. PerksPass.com.
Celebrate America's 250th with Dish. For a limited time, get an extra $250 off when you sign up. Call 888-ADD-DISH or visit dish.com today and use code DISH250 to claim your $250 savings. That's 888-ADD-DISH. Offer ends August 12th. Terms apply.
Do you have World Cup fever? Wonderful strike! iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026 live and for free. Yes! No matter what team you're cheering for, you can hear it all on the free iHeartRadio app.
You worked hard for that 800 credit score. So why are you still using a mortgage designed during the Great Depression for people who were financially struggling? Shouldn't financial discipline earn you something better? The Life Changer loan allows you to do your banking inside your mortgage, pay off in a few short years, and keep 24/7 access to your equity. Control, flexibility, speed, because you've earned it. It's not magic. It's just math. Visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MD1002031 NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
Parker & Sons here. What if your new AC unit started paying you back before you paid for it? A new high-efficiency unit cuts your cooling costs from day one, so you save on energy all summer before you've spent a dime on the system. Because right now, you pay nothing until 2027. No interest, no payments, no stress. But this offer ends June 30th. Call Parker & Sons today for your free quote. Call 602-2REPAIR. That's 602-2REPAIR.
Take action for your retirement. Call Golden Crest Metals, 888-447-7857.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
Hot and sunny today with gusty winds and temperatures reaching 110. Then tonight, look for a low near 84. Breezy again tomorrow with a high near 107 and cooler on Sunday with a high of 103. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Never wait to see your family doctor again. And My Doctor Now, you don't need to take time off work or even schedule ahead. Open 7 days a week. It's your family doctor. Available same day, every day, guaranteed. Go to My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Celebrating the greatness of America.
You're a great American. Thank you for all that you do.
Every day, 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
Listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. And this is time for the Conservative Circus Clown of the Week.
I got to be honest here. We had some budgetary restraints this week. Well, a lot of people were using the talkback, and I feel them. They were suggesting, like we did a couple of weeks ago when we made all of Maine the Conservative Circus Clown of the Week.
True.
For voting for Nazi Graham Plattner.
Correct.
They wanted to suggest that we make New York City the Conservative Circus Clown of the Week this week for electing socialists, the Mamdani mullahs. But there was a problem.
What's the problem?
We couldn't afford the ink to print off the certificates for everybody in Maine. Do you know how much it would cost to print out like 15 million plus sheets and then put them in the mail?
Didn't we already give Mamdani or New York City the Clown of the Week when they elected Mamdani in the first place?
Probably, but
yeah, it's
so
redundant.
we'll just give them a nod and a wink. But yeah, we have some real financial responsibilities on this show, so we couldn't do that.
You did mention Graham Plattner.
Yeah, and that leads right in. It's to our second runner-up this week, because we learned something this week, because we're an educational show.
Absolutely.
We learned that the only thing worse than a Nazi is a Nazi with the clap.
I firmly believe in a universal healthcare system. I believe in it because I have in many ways received it with my VA benefits. But I will also say that many of my female friends and my wife throughout their lives have received some form of that same kind of support from Planned Parenthood. I have friends who even today get primary care through Planned Parenthood. I myself, at a younger age, received what's the word? I got STI checks. At the Portland Planned Parenthood.
For those of you that might be a little bit older, STI is the new terminology for VD, for venereal diseases.
Right.
Sexually transmitted diseases. See, they've even changed that. It's not an STD anymore because you can't say disease. That carries a negative connotation. You have to say infection.
Okay, wait.
Because it's beyond your control,
He had
I
to
guess.
clap. He had to clap.
Right, the drip, the chlamydia, or maybe he's got the herpes with the rashes and the itch and the burn.
He went there when he was young, you see. That's what he went to Planned Parenthood to get tested for STDs. This is who made.
Could have just kept your little Fuhrer in your pants there, Nazi boy.
Well, yeah. The little Fuhrer. Anyway, that was our second runner-up. Our first runner-up.
Oh, well, I mean, it was the story of the week, was it not?
It really was.
The reflecting pool. And what we've learned is there's a new religion in the United States, James. It's the High Holy Church of the Algae.
Algae is doing good today, honey. Team Algae, everybody's proud of you. You are single-handedly doing more to fight fascism than any American has. Yeah, algae. Algae!
Oh, look like she got kind of excited there at the end. So the song was kind of sexual. She's just yelling out algae, encouraging the algae, supporting the algae. And that's what the left. That's what they have de-evolved to. And they fit the category. They had the pink hair, the purple hair, the blue hair. They had the rings. They had the crazy looking clothing.
Lots of Subarus lining up the National Mall as they were getting out of their Foresters and their Outbacks with their chemicals and their signs to praise Mother Algae.
Woo, algae, girl. Anyway, the winner of this week, the Conservative Circus Clown of the Week.
This is someone who's won the award before.
She has.
But she made what she probably thought was an innocuous, harmless statement espousing the benefits of democratic socialism. But what she said just showcased her own stupidity, was short-sighted, and really helped drive home the point that socialism sucks.
Obviously, New Yorkers are not watching Fox constantly, and so and they're not afraid of the term democratic socialism. If I fall down, I want an ambulance. If my house is on fire, bring your hose. You know what I mean? Yeah. We are looking. I'm not scared of the term. I think they're scared of the term in this country.
That's just the opposite of what is the reality. You got socialists running Los Angeles. They didn't bring a fire hose, even if they did. They didn't have water in the hydrants. They didn't have water in the reservoirs. What are you talking about? It is the Democrats, the socialists, AOC, that want to defund the police. She's happy because the socialists won in New York City, and she's thinking, they're going to bring the fire hose. Yeah, we want to call the police. They're going to be there. This is completely upside down. This is completely asinine. For clearly not understanding socialism, for actually praising the very things that socialism wants to get rid of, wants to ban, wants to defund. Joy Behar is the Conservative Circus Clown of the Week. Speaking of socialism, it is on full display, and it also has half of the Democratic Party freaking out. We're going to talk about this new socialist revolution and the fact that it's being televised. It is bad for the Democrat Party. Coming up next, we have the news. You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, and the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 602-855-9542 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 602-855-9542 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 602-855-9542 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinics treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 602-855-9542.
Hi, it's Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange, Arizona's premier dealer in precious metals. I've said for years that we have the best prices around when buying gold and silver coins and bullion. While we believe everyone should own precious metals, sometimes you may need to sell. If so, keep us in mind. We also pay the most for your gold and silver, even if you didn't buy it from us. So whether buying or selling, we offer immediate delivery and payment. No waiting. We're Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
Hi, I'm Sherry Harris, owner of Life Source Water. Arizona's desert water is some of the harshest in the country. It's tough on your skin, your hair, and your home. Some people turn to old-fashioned softeners, but there's a better way. With Life Source, you get clean, conditioned, and healthy water from every tap without salt. It's our summer sale. Save up to $1,000 when we pay your sales tax. Hurry, offer ends July 4th. Call our factory at 1-800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com.
Warranty limitations apply.
Introducing healthcare coverage with Care Built In. AZ Blue does more than pay for care. We help deliver it. Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue give you exclusive access to Prosano Healthcare Centers. With 10 convenient locations and $0 health care at Prosano Healthcare Centers included in the premium, you'll get more care from your health plan. Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue. Learn more at azblue.com/Prosano Plans. That's azblue.com/Prosano Plans.
I'm Andy Biggs, the Trump-endorsed candidate for governor of Arizona. I'm ready to turn Arizona around, but I can't do it without a strong conservative candidate for attorney general to defeat liberal Chris Mays. Warren Peterson is the only conservative choice for AG. Warren Peterson led the fight to keep boys out of girls' sports, secure our elections, and defend the border. He'll keep us safe as attorney general. Join me in voting for Warren Peterson, the conservative choice for attorney general.
Paid for and authorized by Friends of Warren Peterson.
Join me, investment advisor Sam DeGreen, where together you and I will navigate the complexities of today's market and conquer the challenges we as investors face. Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Newstalk 550 KFYI.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. I've had the privilege of seeing miracles, broken families rebuilt, every crash, every workplace injury, every medical mistake. Fighting back can work. We've gone toe-to-toe with insurance giants, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion recovered. Size matters. Reputation matters. Results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Arizona lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Hey, this is Matt Dagus with Bright Wealth Management. They say don't wait until something happens to start planning, but that's what most families do. It's not just about paperwork, but it's about the people. And if you're not sure where to begin, take our 2-minute Legacy Readiness Quiz. It's fast, it's private, and it might be the most important 120 seconds that you spend this year. Start now at brightlegacyquiz.com. Again, that's brightlegacyquiz.com.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Body found near the airport. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. An investigation is underway after a body was discovered near Sky Harbor Airport. Phoenix police say they were called to the scene a little after midnight at 44th Street and Washington. When firefighters arrived, they put out a fire, and that's when the body was found. The victim has only been identified as an adult male, and it's unclear how he died. There's currently a large police presence in the area with road restrictions in place. The death toll is expected to continue to rise as rescuers race to find survivors of Wednesday's devastating earthquakes in Venezuela. Lisa Taylor has more.
International rescue teams are rushing to the South American nation where two powerful earthquakes killed hundreds of people and destroyed buildings in the city of Caracas and near the coast. Anna Vanessa was at the site of one of the quakes.
Firefighters are trying to look and hear anyone that might be alive under the concrete. People are just desperate for information.
Thousands have been injured and hundreds are believed to be trapped under the rubble.
An Indiana man accused of stalking former Phoenix Mercury player Sophie Cunningham made his initial court appearance yesterday. Prosecutors say 49-year-old Kevin Singh is charged with stalking, intimidation, and harassment. Prosecutors say Singh sent explicit messages to Cunningham, who now plays for the Indiana Fever, over social media. The judge ruled he's to have no contact with Cunningham. Singh is expected back in court this morning. A look at your money. The Dow is down 39 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI traffic.
The Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Got big trouble in the North Valley. The Loop 101 headed eastbound near Cave Creek. We've got the left lanes blocked up, including the HOV lane. Only the far right lane is getting through. Again, this is eastbound 101 near Cave Creek. Stay way to the right if you're in that backup. At 44th Street, restricted northbound north of Sky Harbor Boulevard. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Hastings and Hastings.
I'm David Hastings for Hastings and Hastings. I'll never understand why attorneys charge 1/3 or more to handle your accident case. Our discount fee is only 29%. That's Hastings and Hastings.
Call Hastings and Hastings.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Crystal Ortiz.
Today, another toasty one with a forecast high of 109 degrees. Humidity levels should drop, though, as we go late day and into tomorrow. We're breezy to windy throughout the afternoon and partly sunny as well. Our low at 83 degrees.
It's 93 right now in Phoenix. Your next news at 8:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. TRIP. That's TRIP. Enter it now at KFYI.com.
The socialist revolution is televised, and America's not digging it.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
The dust is still settling on the elections that took place in New York City. This was with the Democrats. This were their primaries, and you had some folks get bumped off. You had some establishment incumbents lose the race because of an insurgency of young Democrat socialists. And there might be a changing of the guard in the Democrat Party. Some could argue that this same thing hit the Republican Party years ago in Trump being elected. But we chronicled often how the Democrats pushed back against socialism. Bernie Sanders should have been facing Trump in 2016, but deals were made to get Hillary Clinton to be the nominee. The same thing happened in 2020. Bernie Sanders did beat Biden before my cousin by marriage, Clyburn out of South Carolina, was able to get Biden across the finish line. Revived his campaign. But this was done not on the up and up. It was done because they paid him off. Bernie took the cash and the homes. Now all of a sudden Bernie is back. I mean, they couldn't keep it down. That's the reality. The reality is the Democrat Party has been swinging left for quite some time. You've got, what is this, Van Jones. Pablo, do we have Van Jones back there? Van Jones is the guy who's out there saying this. Hey, you remember the old, I think it was in the 60s, the revolution will not be televised. Well, okay. Well, now it is. It is being televised.
The revolution is being televised. That's what I make of it. The Mamdani phenomenon is not a one-guy thing. The Democratic Socialists are an insurgency in this party. We'll see what happens in New York 13. But I think people who thought this was going to be, a kind of a cute guy off to the side, there's a huge infrastructure here. There's a movement here. There's passion here, and people who don't like it are going to have to wake up and smell the coffee. Well, this is a serious movement inside the Democratic Party. The left is on the march.
The people who don't like it have to wake up and smell the coffee. That's the Democrat, the Democrat leadership. America doesn't like it. They don't have to wake up and smell the coffee. They just have to go to the polls to defeat it. Ro Khanna, that's Congressman Ro Khanna out of California. He gave his spin on what took place in New York, and I think there's something to this.
Look, this is fundamentally about Gaza. Anyone who says that Mamdani was just about affordability doesn't understand that election. It was partly about Gaza. Young people saw on their phones for 2 years the genocide that took place. And for many people, it's a test of character. Are you going to deny that genocide, or are you going to say what took place and you're going to stand for human rights? That was the central difference in this race between Dan Goldman and Brad Lander. And Brad Lander won. And in my view, this is going to be a central divide heading into 2026 and 2028.
Ro Khanna is pushing this narrative that it's about Palestine, free Palestine. The youngins of the Democrats want free Palestine.
Right. Yeah, I mean, let's not talk about why there was a military action in Gaza because the Palestinians, fueled by Hamas, funded by Iran, committed a horrible act of terror on Israel on October 6th and 7th. And this was a justified military action. It was retribution for the heinous crimes committed against Israel, against an act of that's
not the narrative. That is what happened. But that is not what's being spoon-fed to the college campus crowd. And the college campus crowd, quite frankly, I mean, this is Mamdani's base. Of those folks in college, those folks who just graduated, those uber liberals who are just absolutely believing that Israel is the most evil nation ever to occupy planet Earth.
No. Second most evil. America would be number one.
America would be first?
Right, we're the great Satan.
Okay.
Israel's the little Satan.
Okay.
I mean, if we're going to be evil, we might as well be the best because we're the best at everything else. Except for soccer last night.
I watched that soccer match too. I was really getting into it, and then all of a sudden my family, who knows soccer, like this is just like for
it didn't count. It doesn't matter.
Kicks and giggles. Really?
Yeah, it's like when your team has already clinched a playoff spot in football in the NFL, a real sport, and you get to week 18 and you're like, yeah, we're gonna play some of the starters so we're not completely rusty, but
you've got to stop bashing. That was exciting. We came out right away and scored a goal. I thought we had to. Then I learned that our defense kind of sucks.
I fell asleep.
Look at you.
I fell asleep. I saw a score. I saw Turkey go up 2-1, and then halftime hit. Well, first they had their water break. Everybody get their tippy cups out.
They had to hydrate. It's called hydration.
Everybody.
It's the hydration break.
Karen on the sidelines got some orange slices for everybody.
You need to stop it.
And then a guy fell down and rolled around and go, he touched me.
My question.
And then I fell asleep.
Is he really hurt? And they were like, we don't know yet.
And then I fell asleep. And then I woke up and it was like 8 minutes left in the game.
We almost had that game.
And then we gave it away in the last 30 seconds because just like American elections, you don't actually know when the game ends because it's two
overtime
45-minute halves, except for when a team is down, the referees just go, over stoppage time.
Stoppage time, that's what it's called,
right,
stoppage time.
Turkey got a ballot drop at the last minute and like ramen in Los Angeles, all of a sudden Spencer Pratt's going, what happened?
But then the crowd is still cheering USA, USA as if they won. And I'm like, what is going on?
Because Turkey is going back to Turkey, a bunch of losers, because they didn't advance in the group stage, and we did.
Which means we already
World Cup.
This means we already had it.
Yeah, we're in the round of 32.
Now this is when the elimination stuff happens.
Right, now it's the playoffs.
Right.
And it's win or go home, and we play Bosnia-Herzegovina.
We Bosnia?
Yeah.
Well, didn't we bomb them back in the...
back when the Slobodan Milosevic days.
Right. Back in Clinton's day. We should be able to handle this. Or maybe they're angry, though. Maybe this is their revenge. To beat us in the World Cup after we bombed them in the 90s. It would be an upset
if Bosnia beat us. I mean, people are saying
we're Bosnians. We were bombing their enemy, the Serbs.
Oh, we were bombing the Serbs.
We were helping the Bosnians.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Same thing.
All those white people in Europe look alike.
They do. They really do.
Well, it was Czechoslovakia, and then they split that up, and it was Yugoslavia.
Czechoslovak.
That's
now
hard.
We've got Czechia and
Czechoslovakia is where they tried get me to play poker, and I wouldn't do it. Yeah. So I hope they lose too. Are they in the World Cup? Are they even in the World Cup?
Who?
Czechoslovak or whatever.
Czechia's got a team. I don't know if they made it.
Czechia is a different team altogether.
I don't know if
that's one that Mexico beat the other night, right?
I don't know. All I know is tonight's the first round of the NHL draft. I'll be watching manly men play a real sport where you get knocked out, you get your teeth knocked out, and you come back 3 minutes later.
More Democrats are very nervous about this insurgency of socialism. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, sorry. We're talking about sports. All right. People get mad when we don't give them a warning.
We'll talk about that coming up next. At some point, you stopped calling it pain and just started calling it, that's how I am now. That's not okay. And deep down, you know it's not okay. Now, I love to help lead you back to the normal you. You know, the active, carefree version that didn't think twice about stairs or travel or just getting through the day comfortably. And I'm speaking from experience here because QC Kinetics fixed my shoulder, my elbow, and my back. The treatments were quick, easy, and I've been pain-free for years now. QC Kinetics uses regenerative treatments to help people dealing with pain from arthritis or injury in their knees, shoulders, hips, and lower back without surgery or long recovery times. The science is real. The treatments are natural. Your body already knows how to heal. QC Kinetics gives it the right tools. No operating room, no hardware, no sitting out another summer because of pain. And don't wait. The longer inflammation sits, the more damage it can do. QC Kinetics, better starts here. Schedule your free consultation today. They got clinics in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
We've got trouble on the eastbound side of the Loop 101. It's a crash near Cave Creek, blocking up left lanes. Very heavy delays back behind it. If you're in this backup, scoot to the right. That's where you want to be. But if you can avoid the 101 eastbound, I'd go ahead and do it. Then southbound on the 101 in the West Valley, you've got a crash near Peoria. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Never wait to see your family doctor again. And My Doctor Now, you don't need to take time off work or even schedule ahead. Open 7 days a week. It's your family doctor. Available same day, every day, guaranteed. Go to My Doctor Now, your same-day family doctor.
Freedom. We're Americans. We love freedom.
Land of the free.
Freedom does work.
Home of the brave.
God bless America. This is the voice of freedom.
550 KFYI on the free iHeartRadio app.
In a world where AI is replacing jobs left and right, here's a great opportunity to build a business that's 100% AI proof.
Eagle Shield Reflective Insulation is expanding into Arizona with a limited number of franchise opportunities.
With over 65,000 installs in Northern California, this is a proven business built on technology developed by NASA and designed for today's surging energy costs.
This is a low overhead, 100% AI-proof business. No storefront, no massive staff, just a high-demand, hands-on service with impressive profit margins.
With record heat and rising utility rates, this isn't a trend, it's a shift. If you've ever wanted to own your own business or take control of your income,
you need to move quickly. To learn more from your mobile phone, dial pound 250 and say
franchise me. That's pound 250, say franchise me. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dialed text with more information from Eagle Shield. Dial pound 250 and say franchise me.
NBC News focuses on the facts, looking deeper and listening wider. It's clear reporting, free from opinion. Facts, clarity, calm. NBC News. Reporting for America.
If you're a fan of having zero access to your equity, paying 2 to 3 times more for your house, and being trapped in 3 decades of debt, then you probably love your traditional mortgage. But hey, at least the rate's fixed. If you think that sounds insane, then you should check out a Life Changer loan, where you pay principal first, keep 24/7 access to your equity, and pay off in just a few short years. It's not magic, it's just math. So visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
Kendrick Perkins here. Yo, y'all are not going to believe what Perks Pass is giving you a chance to win. A trip to Hawaii. Enter to win at perkspass.com.
Help shape what's next by voting for the brands, rewards, and experiences you want to see join the community. PerksPass.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Protect your retirement with gold and silver. Call Golden Crest Metals, 888-447-7857.
To have a roof over your head, a nice roof over your head, is very important.
That's Rick talking about his experience with Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago, and they were very cooperative on getting us the right paint. They were in and out and done in no time. Once it was finished, looked great. We were very happy with it.
The main reason Rick called Rhino Shield is because Rhino Shield is backed by a 25-year warranty.
We've watched a lot of people get their house painted 3 or 4 times, and we haven't had to do any of it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to have to paint it every 5-7 years.
Take it from Rick. Put down that paintbrush and pick up your phone. Call Rhino Shield at 855-4-U-RHINO. Call now and receive 10% off the regular price. Or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago. Financially makes sense, especially if it's going to last like this did. Still looks great.
For your 10% off, call now. 855-4-U-RHINO. Or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 602-855-9542 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 602-855-9542 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 602-855-9542 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinics treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 602-855-9542.
Hot and sunny today with gusty winds and temperatures reaching 110. Then tonight, look for a low near 84. Breezy again tomorrow with a high near 107 and cooler on Sunday with a high of 103. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Hastings & Hastings.
I'm David Hastings for Hastings & Hastings. I'll never understand why attorneys charge 1/3 or more to handle your accident case. Our discount fee is only 29%. That's Hastings & Hastings.
Call Hastings & Hastings.
The global stage is lit. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is on.
Delivering the cross. Ronaldo!
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live.
Messi scores the goal to make him the World Cup's all-time leading scorer.
Lock
Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
And the building shakes in Seattle.
The only place to hear the action for free is iHeartRadio.
The world is listening. Are you?
Fighting for the conservative principles that make America great. Sean Hannity, today at 1 on your smart speaker. Say, play 550 KFYI.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNSC, the free iHeartRadio app, and streaming live on YouTube channel 550 KFYI. We are talking about the insurgency. Van Jones on Fox News says that the revolution will be televised. I think the left needs to be concerned about their own party. I really don't think that this socialism is spreading across the United States is going to have a huge impact in the actual midterm that's going to be positive for the Democrat Party. CNN's Harry Enton weighed in on this. He's talking about how socialism has become very, very popular among the United States, but has it become popular, for the rest of the American people?
Of course, Harry Enton is their pollster. He looks at the data, weighs in, looks at the trends. And, look, he's a liberal like everybody else.
He is.
But he will point out sometimes the direction and the mood and the moray of what the numbers are showing.
One of the trends that we have seen is among Democrats, socialism has become more popular over the last decade and a half. But what about the rest of the electorate? And this, I think, gives the game away right here. Okay, positive view of socialism. Among Democrats, look at this. Up considerably from where we were in 2010, 50% to now 66% now. That's a jump of 16 points in a decade and a half. But look at all others. The number is the same. It was 29% back in 2010. It's 30% now. Socialism has become increasingly popular among Democrats, but it is a much tougher sell in the rest of the electorate. It's a much tougher sell among independents, and this is why Republicans actually think that there could be some electoral opportunities because of these Democratic Socialists winning primaries, and why there are a number of mainstream Democrats who are going, I'm not quite sure about that.
Oh, well, yeah, they're not sure about that right now. Of course they're not. And yes, you have Republicans out here, licking the chops here because, hey, this is not going to fly over country. And you know what? You can have New York. This is what you wanted in Los Angeles and California. You can have it. Seriously, go do your thing. You do you, boo. But we need to fight it here. Socialism is here in Arizona. I mean, we just played Grijalva earlier in the show. We've got the mayor of Tucson,
Regina Romero.
Who was the representative? Represents Arizona. Used to be part of the city council. 56. Sorry,
Greg Stanton.
No. Anasan. I can't pronounce her name.
Oh, Yasmin Ansari.
Yeah, Ansari. She's a lefty. She's a socialist. So what are you going to do here? I mean, how is this going to impact the rest of the country? You had Harry Enton weigh in on this. Is this just a New York thing, or is this a new Democrat Party United States thing?
Is this something that really is only a New York thing in terms of how people are paying attention?
No. This is what is so important. When it comes to the popularity of democratic socialism, that may stay in the major urban corridors. But when it comes to it being an issue that people are being talking about, this is why I think Republicans really like what's going on here. And this is because, take a look at Google searches for the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America. Up like a rocket, up 140% from when Mamdani, who of course burst on the scene about a year ago, up 140% from his primary win. And again, we're going to highlight it right here, reached an all-time high this week. More people are interested in finding out more about democratic socialism than they ever have been in the United States of America.
But that's a Mamdani thing. That's a Mamdani thing. The real issue here is for the Democrat Party it's not like they're gaining more Republican seats. No, what they're doing is they're losing their incumbents and turning them into radicals.
Take a look at the Kalshi prediction market. We have already seen 4 House Democratic incumbents lose so far. How about the chance that 6+ House Democratic incumbents lose their primaries in 2026? Look at this. According to Kalshi, a 66% chance. The highest in the 21st century before this year in a non-census year was just 3. We're talking about a real chance it will double that previous record.
That's in a primary. Fascinating to see, Harry, and thank you.
That's in a primary. Rahm Emanuel, never let a good crisis go to waste. He's weighing in on how this is not really, helping us win seats. This is just an internal party shift that may be detrimental.
Now, what I find interesting is, this, I've spent my life turning red districts to blue. What the socialist wing has decided to do is turn blue districts to cobalt blue. And that doesn't make Hakeem Jeffries the speaker the way in 2006 we made Nancy Pelosi the speaker.
Should you listen to this guy? This isn't Jim Carville. He's a little bit more relevant. And he's saying that you moving red areas to midnight blue, that's not how you win.
Second, if you go look at strategically, if you look at the IRA and you look at the ACA, it was 2 Democratic senators in both pieces of legislation who came from red states. The way you create a majority either in the legislative body or win the presidency is moving red areas to blue, not blue areas to cobalt blue or to midnight blue.
This is interesting.
You're turning the blue areas into socialist red. See,
Right.
This goes back to the conversation we had earlier this week where, red used to mean commie red.
It would be so easy if we just did like the Great Southern Strategy, how the Democrats supposedly became Republicans. We need to have a strategy here where we could turn the colors back. We need red. Or I should say, we need the commies to be red. We need the Democrats to be red. We need to be blue.
Or how about red, white, and blue? We can be red, white, and blue, and they can be red. We can just be white. Oh, wait, no, that probably wouldn't work.
Extra white?
Well,
We have our next installment of Meet the Candidates, and Gina Swoboda wants to be your Secretary of State. Stay tuned. The war with Iran has hit the Persian Gulf oil producers hard, with oil revenues disrupted. Some governments have been forced to sell reserve assets, including gold, to raise cash. That selling has created an opportunity for precious metal investors. At the very same time, inflation here at home is heating up again. Consumer prices are rising, wholesale prices are rising, and those wholesale price increases have a way of showing up in your wallet sooner or later. Former Reagan Budget Director David Stockman says inflation pressures are likely to get worse, not better. So think about what's happening. Gold prices have been pressured lower by forced selling overseas, while inflation is threatening to move higher here at home. That creates a window of opportunity. Protect yourself and potentially profit with real assets like gold and silver. That's why I trust my friends at Republic Monetary Exchange, Arizona's premier precious metals dealer. Don't wait. Call or stop by Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. Call 602-682-GOLD or go to rmegold.com.
2 men are facing charges in Maricopa County in connection to a missing teen who was found safe earlier this week. Brothers Patrick Sanchez Jr. and Manuel Sanchez were arrested as a result of the turquoise alert that was issued for the 13-year-old girl Tuesday. The 68-year-old Patrick Sanchez faces charges of sexual conduct and luring a minor. Both brothers are facing kidnapping charges. Heat deaths are seeing an increase early in the summer. The latest report from the Maricopa County Health Department shows 11 people have died from the heat so far this year, while 164 more deaths are under investigation. At this time last year, there were just 2 heat-related deaths and 105 under investigation. Efforts by the UN to evacuate stranded ships from the Strait of Hormuz are on hold after a cargo ship was struck by the Iranian military. The container ship was struck near the coast of Oman yesterday. A proposal for a billionaire tax will appear on California's ballot this November. It would levy a 5% tax on the assets of all billionaires living in California. Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom has been a vocal critic of the measure and claims it will degrade California's tax base because of billionaires leaving the state. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
The 101 eastbound dealing with crash activity near Cave Creek and its trouble. We've got left lanes as well as the HOV lane blocked up here. Very heavy delays behind it. If you can avoid the 101 eastbound, I'd go ahead and do it. Try maybe Deer Valley or Bell Road instead. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash. Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today. That's right, totally free for a limited time. Because we love what makes you shine. See website for details.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner & Rowe. Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going home.
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
This is Logan from Cover Your Assets with Logan and Dawn. Worried about running out of money in retirement? You don't have to be. Schedule your free income plan today at sunvalleywealth.com.
Cover Your Assets with Logan and Dawn, Saturday mornings at 10 on News Talk 550 KFYI.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Joybox to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit joybox.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Pickleball is on the rise. 46.8 million players nationwide, with a projected $5 billion industry by 2033. Looking to be part of this exciting growth? Crush Yard offers a unique franchise opportunity, redefining the pickleball experience with indoor court, exceptional dining, craft drinks, and entertainment. This is your chance to invest in a rapidly growing brand shaping the future of leisure. For a limited time, you can own a piece of the action. Visit CrushYardFranchising.com to learn more. Crush Yard, Pickleball Bar and Lounge.
Feeling uncertain by life's challenges? Discover timeless truth and encouragement with In Touch Ministries, guiding you every step of the way. At intouch.org, you'll discover encouragement that lasts. With powerful sermons from Dr. Charles Stanley, daily devotionals, and resources designed to strengthen your faith, you'll find hope and wisdom for every season of your life. Don't wait. Visit intouch.org today and let God's Word inspire your journey. That's intouch.org.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250, micro, to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
Hi, it's James C. Harris for LifeSource Water Systems. If you're still drinking and bathing in Phoenix's harsh tap water, it may be time to upgrade to a LifeSource whole house water system. LifeSource filters every drop of water in your home so you can drink, bathe, and cook with cleaner, better tasting water. It's the essential home appliance. Right now, during their summer special, LifeSource is paying your sales tax. That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource, taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Did you know the 30-year fixed mortgage was born during the Great Depression? So why are homeowners still using a Depression-era loan to build wealth in the 21st century? The Life Changer loan allows homeowners to put their money to work, reduce interest costs, accelerate principal reduction, and maintain 24/7 access to their equity and pay off in just a few short years, not decades. It's not magic. It's just math. So visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775, Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
Compare the candidates for Attorney General. Lieutenant Colonel Rodney Glassman, Air Force prosecutor, JAG officer. Rodney Glassman spent decades prosecuting criminals.
Or career politician Warren Peterson. Warren Peterson has never prosecuted a single case. No courtroom experience. Only recently licensed to practice law. Warren Peterson would be learning how to prosecute on the job.
Rodney Glassman is a Trump conservative running for Attorney General to stop Katie Hobbs and Chris May's political lawfare against President Trump on day one.
Warren Peterson worked with Katie Hobbs to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on Democrat priorities, supported higher taxes, and voted to fund Chris May's lawsuits against President Trump.
Lieutenant Colonel Rodney Glassman, experienced, tough, conservative. The Attorney General Arizona needs.
Paid for by Glassman for Attorney General, authorized by Rodney Glassman.
This World Cup report is brought to you by Quantum Fiber Internet from AT&T.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Ecuador held on to upset Germany 2-1 for its first win at this year's World Cup. Nielsen Angulo answered an early German goal in the 9th minute.
Here's Angulo with a Hinton opportunity for Ecuador. And he scores and equalizes.
Ecuador advances to the knockout round. Germany had already qualified as group winners. There are 6 more matches on the World Cup schedule today.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Soccer's biggest tournament deserves internet that can't be beat. Quantum Fiber Internet from AT&T. Super fast speed on a super reliable network. Built for super fans of the game. Visit quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
550 KFYI. No algorithms needed. Guaranteed human.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. It is time once again for our Beat the Candidate series, where we introduce the men and women asking for your vote in the center ring. We have Gina Swoboda, who wants to be your Arizona Secretary of State. And Gina, let me start with the question every voter wants answered. Why should Arizonans trust you with our elections?
Thank you, James T. It is awesome to be back. Thank you. I have served in that office under 2 Secretaries of State. I know every role in the elections department. I know business services. I know the whole shebang, the budget, the staffing. I don't need on-the-job training. I'm ready to rock and roll on day one. I led us to victory in 24 up and down the ballot when President Trump asked me to be the chair. And I've been a policy advisor at our legislature drafting bills. So I know every aspect from voter registration all the way to canvassing the vote.
Gina, as you know, many voters are frustrated that the counting takes days instead of hours. What does Arizona struggle to produce, or should say, why does Arizona struggle to produce timely results, and what would you do differently?
It's the late early drop-offs. So one of the things that was in the last session, not this session, but last session at the legislature, I helped draft a bill on the Senate side that was truly Florida style, that had a provision that says if you have an early ballot, which is a mail ballot, an early ballot, and you wait and you don't drop it off, once we get to Friday before Election Day at 7 p.m., that's it. That's the last time you can walk into a polling place and drop that thing off. If you want to hold it until Election Day, do not walk it into the polling place, ladies and gentlemen. We, at that point, would make you take it to a recorder's office. That is what they're doing in Florida, and we're not doing that. And in Maricopa, over 200,000 people in the last election, in 24, dropped it off on Election Day. Well, what does that mean? So now we've got polling places all over Maricopa County, 200,000 ballots getting dropped off. They still have to go get scanned and signature verified and opened and tabulated, and that is what is causing the delay. Unfortunately, the current ballot referrals that Ledge just put out removed that provision. I don't know why they removed that provision, but that's the most important thing that we can do. And both of the candidates for governor on the Republican side have said they would sign that. And we actually had agreement last session from all the county election officials. They were supporting that. But another provision got added that made Hobbs veto it. But that's what we've got to do. We've got to stop that, or it's going to keep taking a week.
We have Gina Swoboda in the center ring. She wants to be the next Secretary of State for the great state of Arizona. You know, Gina, one of the biggest concerns we hear about is maintaining clean voter rolls. What authority does the Secretary of State have, and what would you do to ensure only eligible voters remain registered?
Right on rock and roll. So the Secretary creates the elections procedures manual, and the manual has the force of law. Only our 15 elected county recorders can add a record or modify a record or remove a record. However, I will give one example. Adrian Fontes, our current Secretary of State, had a provision in the manual, the last version of the manual, that said, when you go to jury duty and you fill in, so I'm a citizen of Arizona, or I'm a person in Arizona, rather, and I fill in the questionnaire, and I check a box that say, I'm not eligible to serve on this jury because I moved out of Maricopa County, or I check a box that says, I'm not eligible for jury duty because I'm not a citizen, and then they sign it. Okay, well, that's the person themselves telling you under penalty of perjury they're either not a citizen or they don't live in the county, and therefore they're not eligible. We should cancel them immediately. That's common sense, but no. Fontes put in the manual, you have to put them in inactive and go through all these steps. So we litigated that. I was working at the legislature, and I flagged that in the manual review for our legal team, and we sued and we won. But that's one example of a problem. And James, like, I spent, for the 4 years before I was the party chair, I built a nonprofit foundation, the Voter Reference Foundation, that does one thing, only one thing, and that thing is clean voter rolls. Help the public get access to clean voter rolls. That's it. We have 39 states voter rolls published online that we update every quarter so the public can do their oversight. And so it's been a passion of mine for a long time. The secretary also runs the statewide voter registration database, okay? So they're going to come. Then this secretary that we elect is going to go to the legislature and want multiple $1 million appropriation to build a new database. It's a serious, important job. Everything starts with the voter rolls, and it ends with your vote credit on the voter rolls. And right now, and we've talked about this, it's the Hotel California, man. You get on, and we can't get you off. So
that's what's so very frustrating. Gina, if listeners want to learn more about your campaign, volunteer, support your effort, where can they find you?
Thank you. GinaForSOS.com, GinaForSOS.com. And I'd be honored to serve the people. I love that office, and I just want to make it the best it can be.
Well, I'll tell you what, I want to thank you very much for participating in our Meet the Candidate. And she mentioned Fontes there, who has been in, Democrat who's been in that office. Yeah, it's important that we know what their plans are, because the change is going to have to happen local. Coming up next, hell is freezing over. Why would you say that, James? Wait till you hear who was absolutely agreeing and praising President Trump. Stay tuned. Folks, this isn't some far-off warning. It's about, it's already starting right here in Arizona. We're talking about utilities. They're shutting off power to neighborhoods, saying that it's necessary to prevent wildfires. Meanwhile, APS and SRB continue warning of rising demands and more pressure on the grid. If you thought last summer was expensive, just wait. Higher rates are coming, and now reliability itself is becoming a concern. My friends, electricity isn't a luxury in Arizona. It's survival. That's why Solar Sandy says solar is no longer just about saving money. It's about protecting your family. For over 10 years, Solar Sandy helped Arizona families drive their power bills to zero or close to it. And now, with battery backup, your home can stay powered even when the grid is under stress. Already have solar? Solar Sandy can add batteries. Did your original solar company disappear? Solar Sandy's second time around solar program has your back. Don't wait until your neighborhood goes dark. Go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's ASK, SolarSandy.com. Fill out the kilowatt worksheet today, and you be sure to tell her James T. sent you.
from the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
The 101 eastbound dealing with crash activity near Cave Creek and it's trouble. We've got left lanes as well as the HOV lane blocked up here. Very heavy delays behind it. If you can avoid the 101 eastbound, I'd go ahead and do it. Try maybe Deer Valley or Bell Road instead. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line, 602-374-6300.
This report is paid for by Citizens Clean Elections Commission. Before you vote, use the voter education guide to learn about the voting process, important deadlines, and candidate statements. Then watch the candidate debates to hear where the candidates stand on the issues. Visit azcleanelections.gov. Make your vote yours.
Let's start here.
This is new information.
We're following the events of the day.
The deal we reached with Iran, bringing the price of gasoline down.
Stay up to date.
Maintain the Fed funds rate.
Garrett Lewis.
We'll see how that all plays out.
This afternoon at 4, 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
Bad breath is a confidence killer. You can have the best outfit, the funniest jokes, but if your breath smells like what you just ate, that's all people remember. Most gums and mints just cover it up. It's like spraying perfume on dirty laundry. Zellman's Minty Mouth is different. It's the functional breath freshener you swallow. Clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. Because your breath should be as fresh as your food. Go to Zellmans.com. That's ZELMINS.com and use code FRESH for 15% off your first order. Zellmans.com.
Years of early mornings, every weekend, every holiday, all for one dream, to play on the LPGA Tour. She finally turned pro. Now, she just needs a stage worthy of her talent. Next Golf is that stage, a professional women's tour in Florida built to give these athletes the runway they've earned. Support her journey at nextgolf.com/support. That's nxxtgolf.com. Play it forward.
One phone call could save you months of guessing. Before you start looking at houses, call Lund Mortgage and get pre-qualified. You'll know exactly what you can afford and be ready when the right home hits the market. 623-875-9940 or lundmortgage.com.
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis. Pain in your feet, ankles, knees, and back will ruin your summer. Have a great summer. Go to the Good Feet store. Get the Good Feet arch supports that I've been wearing for 14 years. You can take them for a test walk and try them before you buy them. 5 Valley locations, goodfeet.com.
Harvest Right. Save food, save money. HarvestRight.com.
Your neighbor didn't get lucky. There's a reason why they got 6.3% more for their home, and the reason is 72 Sold. 72 Sold, 72-hour home selling program is fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and it delivers higher prices too. It's not the market, it's the method. Want to see what 6.3% more looks like on your home? Go to 72sold.com.
50 states, one national mall, 2 weeks of freedom. The Great American State Fair opens June 25th in Washington, D.C. All 50 states. Live music and rodeo, innovation, arts, culture, and American patriotism. Every day brings a new theme celebrating the best of who we are, capped by the largest fireworks display in the world on July 4th. This is for every American. Admission is free. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair. Be there.
Worried about inflation, market volatility, or the weakening dollar? More Americans are turning to physical gold and silver to help diversify their retirement savings. Right now, receive up to $25,000 in free silver with a qualifying purchase. Call 888-447-7857 now to speak with a gold specialist. That's 888-447-7857. Again, call 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offers a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mint coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped to $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
Kendrick Perkins here. Yo, y'all are not going to believe what Perks Pass is giving you a chance to win. A trip to Hawaii, airfare, a beautiful Hilton Grand Vacation Villa. The whole thing. Enter to win at PerksPass.com.
Help shape what's next by voting for the brands, rewards, and experiences you want to see join the Perks Pass community. PerksPass.com. Join the community and enter to win today.
Hot and sunny today with gusty winds and temperatures reaching 110. Then tonight, look for a low near 84. Breezy again tomorrow with a high near 107 and cooler on Sunday with a high of 103. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Viome. That cabinet full of supplements, your body might not need half of them. Viome uses a simple at-home test to create personalized probiotics and nutrition plan based on your biology. Real science, real answers, real personalization. Check out Viome.com. Use code RADIO today.
For millions of kids, school isn't just a place of learning. It's where they can depend on access to healthy food. When school's out for the summer months, many of those meals disappear. But there is a solution. All across the country, there are programs for kids and teens to access free meals all summer long, including resources for eligible families facing tight grocery budgets. If you're looking for resources to help feed your family this summer, visit nokidhungry.org/help. Let's make sure every kid has the happy, healthy summer they deserve.
This is my news and talk station. Thanks for keeping me aware of what's happening. It's great.
News Talk 550, KFYI. Set a preset on the new iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. Also, we are streaming live on YouTube at 550 KFYI. You know, I got a bone to pick with one of our chat person people over here on YouTube. Asking,
you mean viewers? You can see say viewers, right?
That's right. Viewers in the chat.
Right, or viewers. Just say viewers. Yeah.
Okay, viewers. They're saying, did I get Gina Swoboda's Hotel California reference? You know, when it comes to the voter rolls. Of course I do. Of course I do.
Don't act surprised. You didn't know who Bob Seger was.
Well, that's where this is coming from.
You didn't know who George Strait was.
Yeah, you didn't know Luther Vandross was. Yeah, you know.
But I knew who Luther was.
Okay.
You can check in, but you can never leave.
That's right. Of course. Right. You didn't know who Rebe Jackson,
Don't you dare compare Rebe Jackson's song with the Eagles. And I'm not even a huge Eagles fan, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, Aaron's right.
I mean, they are probably the biggest American band of all time.
I am aware of the Eagles, and I know Hotel California, although I didn't know the Eagles made the song. But yeah, I knew the song.
What?
I just knew the song. I know
what?
The Eagles.
And this is my Stephen A. What?
I couldn't even name a different Eagles song, period.
Tequila Sunrise, Seven Bridges Road, okay. Those Shoes.
I know that one.
But Hotel California, Lonely, Heartache Tonight.
You could put the Eagles right up in front of me, and I couldn't tell you they were the Eagles. But I know Heartache Tonight, and I know that song too.
I saw the Eagles at the Sphere with the Warden.
Oh, you did?
In Vegas,
cool.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It was good. It wasn't as good as when I saw Dead and Company.
You really enjoyed that one.
Well, I went 5 times.
I want to let me do this here real quick because I got to give we have to give somebody a little bit of recognition, a little bit of acknowledgement.
I was hoping we could just avoid that altogether because I really don't like the fact that you're about to heap praise on this person who should be in prison.
I'm not going to heap praise on her. As a matter of fact, I think she's up to something nefarious. But hell did freeze over because Hillary Clinton praised President Trump.
I'm going to say something positive about Trump. So hold on.
Okay. I've got a grip on my chair right now.
Trump's 20-point plan for Gaza is actually a pathway to security for Israel, reconstruction for Gaza, and the possibility of self-determination, however defined, for the Palestinians.
Why is she doing this? Why did she do that? Why did Hillary Clinton come out and give praise for President Trump's 20-point plan for Gaza?
There's something there. I don't know what it is quite yet. But remember, it was her husband that offered the Palestinians their own state.
And they walked away from the deal.
And they said, nah.
They walked away from the deal.
We don't want a 2-state solution. We only want ours if we can have death to the Israelis.
They want river to the sea. Absolutely. I think she's serious. I think she's genuine here. Yeah, this is the good plan here, but also they need more of this. The establishment needs to drive a wedge between their party and the radicals who are picking up speed. the free Palestine. What we heard Ro Khanna say earlier in the hour. Hey, this is all about Palestine. Yeah, but see, they're on the wrong side of it. The establishment side is on some type of a peace plan. That's not what the Mondanis of the world want. They want from the river to the sea.
Heck, they want ocean to ocean.
That's right.
At this point. Just look at what they're doing across Western. They don't even want river to the sea. They want the entire globe.
They want, I think what Hillary Clinton is doing here is strategery. I think it is.
You think she's mounting a charge, a comeback, she can be, because you hear the Carvels of the world and everybody else say, we can't allow the socialist takeover of our... You think she's priming herself?
I think she is. She's priming herself.
2028.
I think she is.
I will tell you, she would be a more formidable opponent against a Republican Vance or Rubio than Kamala Harris.
Absolutely.
Or Gavin Newsom.
Or AOC.
100%.
Yeah.
I would be more afraid of Clinton 2028 than any of those other people.
I agree. I'm telling you. That's my takeaway there.
I mean, if first you don't succeed, try.
We gonna break
that glass ceiling.
You gonna get it.
And I'm not gonna let it be Kamala Harris or AOC. That's my ceiling.
Real quickly.
Bill promised me this. I didn't live with that scumbag for all these years for nothing.
I am excited about Wimbledon. Wimbledon's starting. The tennis tournaments.
I'd rather watch the World Cup than Wimbledon. I don't like tennis. Why do you keep bringing up all the sports I don't like? I love sports. And what do? You end up.
I just want you to go off again.
No, I'm not going off. I just don't enjoy tennis.
Wimbledon saved my life. I was watching it in Calcutta between power outages because I couldn't go outside because the sewage was so high in the street. So I really got into Wimbledon. That was when I was in India.
You are the worst travel agent of all time. I got malaria in Sierra Leone. I got accosted by gangsters in
Czechoslovakia. That was Poland.
Okay, where did you get hustled for poker?
Yeah, that was in Prague, Czechoslovakia.
Right.
Right.
Although I have heard some of your stories about Ireland when you were there. You tell good stories about Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah, but Calcutta was like sewage was coming through the streets. I couldn't get out. So in between power outages in the heat, I was watching Wimbledon, England.
So Luther saved your life and Wimbledon saved your life.
Yes.
Both are gay, so one in the literal sense and the other in the figurative sense.
We have a Democrat having a major meltdown after being put on the spot about illegal immigration. We're going to talk about that right after the news. You are listening to and watching the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST on YouTube at 550 KFYI. Coming up next.
The best part about tennis is when the women go to, that's the best part of tennis.
Okay.
You've probably noticed the world is changing fast. Alliances, population movements, and a global monetary reset is just the beginning. It's Jim Clark. In the last 4 years, central banks have doubled the amount of gold they bought in the prior decade. They're repatriating gold they used to store with the Fed in New York. Trust in the money paper system is collapsing. The banks are protecting themselves. Are you? See us, Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
It's Garrett Lewis. Celebrate America turning 250 by celebrating the Second Amendment at Bear Arms Firearms. It's a great family-owned patriotic firearms store at Scottsdale and Shea. Largest in-store selection of firearms in the Valley. More than 2,500 new and used firearms. They love to buy your firearms. And if you have any military items that you brought back from service or a family member gave you, Bear Arms Firearms would love to buy it. You'll see their love for America and our military when you go into Bear Arms. Go to beararmsaz.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband, it's my sons, it's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Arizona lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
This is Matt Dagas with Bright Wealth Management. If something happened to you tomorrow, would your family know what to do, where to go, who to call, or what you wanted? If you hesitated, even for a moment, that's exactly why we created our legacy planning checklist. It's free, it's simple, and it walks you through everything that your family would need before they even have to ask. From legal documents to personal wishes, it helps you cover it all. Download your copy today at brightlegacyquiz.com. Again, that's brightlegacyquiz.com.
In a world where AI is replacing jobs left and right, here's a great opportunity to build a business that's 100% AI-proof.
Eagle Shield Reflective Insulation is expanding into Arizona with a limited number of franchise opportunities.
With over 65,000 installs in Northern California, this is a proven business built on technology developed by NASA and designed for today's surging energy costs.
This is a low overhead, 100% AI-proof business. No storefront, no massive staff, just a high-demand, hands-on service with impressive profit margins.
With record heat and rising utility rates, this isn't a trend, it's a shift. If you've ever wanted to own your own business or take control of your income,
you need to move quickly. To learn more from your mobile phone, dial pound 250 and say
franchise me. That's pound 250, say franchise me. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dialed text with more information from Eagle Shield. Dial pound 250 and say franchise me.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
An alleged drug ringleader captured near Nogales. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. The alleged kingpin of a drug trafficking operation has been arrested at the southern border. The U.S. Attorney's Office for Arizona said yesterday Jorge Castro Mercado was arrested earlier this month by Homeland Security as he tried to cross into the U.S. from Mexico. He's being charged under the kingpin statute, which carries a penalty of life in prison. A Buckeye man is set to serve time behind bars after authorities say he aimed a laser pointer at fighter jets.
The U.S. Attorney's Office says 56-year-old William Wilson was sentenced to 10 months in prison. Officials say the incidents took place between September of 2024 and January 2025 when Wilson struck a number of F-35 jets around Luke Air Force Base. They add that surveillance video from an FBI aircraft spotted laser strikes coming from his home. He was later indicted and pled guilty to 2 charges. Matt Mattinson, 550 KFYI News.
Former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton has pleaded guilty to retaining national security information. U.S. Attorney for the District of Maryland, Kelly Hayes, spoke after Bolton entered his plea.
No one is above the law, and I hope that this prosecution sends a clear message that we will vigorously investigate and prosecute individuals who violate our national security laws.
Bolton is set to be sentenced in October. A look at your money. The Dow is up 154 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
The 101 eastbound dealing with crash activity near Cave Creek and its trouble. We've got left lanes as well as the HOV lane blocked up here. Very heavy delays behind it. If you can avoid the 101 eastbound, I'd go ahead and do it. Try maybe Deer Valley or Bell Road instead. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by your Valley Toyota dealers. Summer's a great time to get a new Toyota. Get a great deal on a new Camry, Corolla, Tundra, or Tacoma, and you're sure to love the all-new RAV4. Visit any one of the 10 Valley Toyota dealers or valleytoyotadealers.com today.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Crystal Ortiz.
Today, another toasty one with a forecast high of 109 degrees. Humidity levels should drop, though, as we go late day and into tomorrow. We're breezy to windy throughout the afternoon and partly sunny as well. Our low at 83 degrees.
It's 93 right now in Phoenix. Your next news at 9:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Democrats can't celebrate with America because their fingerprints are all over the problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
We had great news yesterday that was severely underreported. We have a huge bust. We've had the FBI actually do the job that we wanted them to be doing.
Oh, that kind of bust.
Oh,
I thought you were talking
are
about
you still
like
stuck? Are you
Sweeney
still,
and
no, I'm not talking about that. No.
My ears perked up. I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing.
Yeah, go
now,
ahead. I got this. Yeah,
not the. Yeah,
you go ahead. We got this. FBI were reporting that they had a huge bust. People who have been trafficking kids are getting rounded up, and this is one of those stories that should unite the whole country. If the numbers released by the FBI hold up, then every one of the 7,200 children represents a life change for heaven. 7,200 children. Every predator arrested is potentially another child who keeps a child from having another victim. That's what I'm trying to say here. Every arrest.
Every perp that they take off the street.
Thank you.
Protects American children.
Yes. Those aren't political statistics. That's a human being. Young lives that are being spared of death or just trauma. The FBI has highlighted broad gains in the child exploitation investigations, including thousands of child victims located and thousands of alleged offenders being arrested. Where are the news stories celebrating this? Where are the Democrats running to the microphone and say, this is a great job? Oh, but you see, that's under the Trump administration. See, that's Kash Patel. We can't talk about it. Plus, we weren't there covering it when it was taking place. When law enforcement makes child exploitation a priority and gets results, and we see evil people disappear, that's a good thing. But because the media is not covering it, you got the FBI out there who is putting out videos on social media talking about the FBI and how the FBI is doing the job. Social media has to spread the news because we don't have a media that's willing to do it. It's insane. Again, Kash Patel's FBI is rounding up child predators. So far, over 7,000 children have been found. But the Democrats and the media, they're not talking about it. Rescuing children and locking up predators should never just be a Republican thing. But it is, because the Democrats' fingerprints are all over it. The Democrats were not talking about this when we had trafficking. The Democrats were not talking about this when we had open borders. The Democrats were not talking about it when, we were talking about sex trafficking. The Democrats were not talking about it when you had illegal aliens raping and killing co-eds around the country. And when the Republicans would bring these families into Congress to try to talk about it, they had to be humiliated by people like Hank Johnson, talking about what order they should be talking in and why are we wasting our time with this when we have bigger issues like Trump starting a war. There is a fantastic example we're talking about here. You had Democrat Representative Rosa DeLario. Remember her? She's the one with the purple hair. That old lady with the purple hair.
Oh yeah, she's like Connecticut or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what she is?
What is she?
She is the matriarch of the blue-haired, septum-pierced, rainbow flag-waving Subaru witches coven.
I think you're right about that. Is it the Grand? You said the Witch's Haven.
Yeah, she's like the head witch. She's at the top.
The Cran Poobah, this were the clan, or the Kleagle or whatever.
Yeah.
She tried to back DHS Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen into a corner. It didn't go well.
Let me just say this to you, sir. Again, it is my time. 3,900 children were separated from their families.
450,000 kids were lost during the Biden administration. You didn't say a word about it.
Mr. Secretary, do not interrupt.
Don't you point your finger at me. Don't
I
be a
will
hypocrite.
point my finger
Don't you be
at
a hypocrite
you.
then. You be as you should be as upset about the 450,000 kids that were lost. You didn't say a word about it. For 4 years, you never said a word.
Mr. Secretary.
Could you put him in his place for...
You should be put in your place.
Oh! She had that big pointing finger right at him.
I'll get you and your little dog too.
But to Wayne Mullen's point, you're going to sit here and lecture me about how many, what? And we're doing something about it. You Democrats, you said nothing, and you won't even acknowledge the fact that we found hundreds of thousands went missing under your watch. Who are you talking to? Meanwhile, we have Democrats out there who are in one voice celebrating, the socialist takeover of their party, but then can't even give us examples of socialism's success. We'll have that for you coming up next. Business owners know the feeling. You're juggling payroll, employees, vendors, compliance, growth, and somewhere buried in the middle of all of that, insurance paperwork nobody has time to read. Policies are stacked everywhere. Different brokers, different logins, different answers depending on who you call. That's why more growing businesses are checking out SuperSure. If your company has more than 25 employees, SuperSure gives you one super agent who can help manage your business insurance and employee benefits year-round, not just at renewal, and this is huge. They've got a fine print fax tool that translates complicated policy language into English so you can better understand what your coverage includes. Plus, everything lives in one place. Policies, documents, benefit information, organized and accessible when you need it. And their business value calculator can even help estimate what your business may be worth so you can take a closer look at what you're protecting. Go see why businesses are moving beyond the old broker model. Visit supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
The Loop 101 headed eastbound, still dealing with restrictions near Cave Creek. This is due to a serious crash in that area. We've got right lanes getting through, but big time delays. Best to avoid the 101 eastbound if you can, approaching Cave Creek. Also Peoria westbound near the Loop 101 in the West Valley, a collision there. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by CSL Plasma. Donate plasma at CSL Plasma and earn up to $200 your first week. Help save lives while earning extra money for what matters most. Visit CSLPlasma.com. Again, that's CSLPlasma.com.
Let's start here.
This is new information.
We're following the events of the day.
The deal we reached with Iran.
Bringing the price of gasoline down.
Stay up to date.
Maintain the Fed funds rate.
With Garrett Lewis.
We'll see how that all plays out.
This afternoon at 4, 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Joybox to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit joybox.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Celebrate America's 250th with Dish. For a limited time, get an extra $250 off when you sign up. Call 888-ADD-DISH or visit dish.com today and use code DISH250 to claim your $250 savings. That's 888-ADD-DISH. Offer ends August 12th. Terms apply.
In Arizona, they said need to paint like every 6 years. And I said, that's crazy.
Phoenix, make it the summer that you stop painting. Do what Brian did. He called Rhino Shield.
It's a ranch-style house. 3 sides are a sheathing. It's the wood sheathing that got coated with Rhino Shield.
And get this, Rhino Shield's formulated for our specific climate right here in Phoenix.
Rhino Shield, they talk about like an R13 insulation value. Another way to reduce the air conditioning bill. I think it's a really good investment and will be well worth it.
And right now, you can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
I had to live in the house for about 20 years, and you guys warranty your product. I don't have to worry about it.
Rhino Shield, backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. So stop throwing your money away on ordinary paint. Here's owner Jim Williams.
This offer is limited, so call me at 855-4U-RHINO. That's 855-4, the letter U, Rhino.
Go Rhino!
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Parker & Sons here. What if your new AC unit started paying you back before you paid for it? A new high-efficiency unit cuts your cooling costs from day one, so you save on energy all summer before you've spent a dime on the system. Because right now, you pay nothing until 2027. No interest, no payments, no stress. But this offer ends June 30th. Call Parker & Sons today for your free quote. Call 602-2REPAIR. That's 602-2REPAIR.
Clean out your closet, donate your clothes, and earn rewards with Trashy. Send your clothes somewhere better and get cash back on every bag. Get unlimited take-back bags all year for just $48. Trashy. Clean out, donate, earn.
My name is Yvonne, and I'm a mom of 4.
Me and my husband have 4 kids.
I am the mother of 2 teenage boys. I think about the risks that our children are facing online and the dangers that exist.
Being a parent overall is stressful, but with the apps, it's definitely 100% more stressful. That's why we need Congress to pass the App Store Accountability Act.
The App Store Accountability Act requires a parent's approval before our kids download any apps and requires a clear description so that we know what our kids are downloading.
Parental approval is a no-brainer to me. Real age verification and clear description of apps for parents would be really helpful. The so-called Parents Over Platforms bill lets kids enter their own age and they don't require parent approval. I think it's a terrible idea.
Parents know what's best for their kids. That's why the App Store Accountability Act is the only bill that requires parental approval for a teen to download an app.
The App Store Accountability Act is the only way to put parents in charge.
Paid for by Copper State Education Alliance.
Stop guessing. Call Lund Mortgage. Get pre-qualified. 623-875-9940. LundMortgage.com.
July 4th, 2026. The 250th anniversary of American independence. The Great American State Fair becomes the center of it all. All 50 states, a national prayer moment. And that night, the largest fireworks display in the history of the world. There's never been a July 4th like this one. There never will be again. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair, July 4th.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Gold has hit record highs, and many Americans are discovering they can move part of their existing IRA or 401k into physical gold and silver without paying taxes or penalties. It's called a rollover, and Golden Crest Metals helps investors do it every day. No cash out, no complicated paperwork, no hassle. Golden Crest is a nationally recognized precious metals firm seen on Fox Business and CNBC with an A- BBB rating and 5-star reviews. Plus, right now, receive up to $25,000 in free silver with a qualifying purchase. Call 888-447-7857 now for your free information kit and speak with a gold specialist. That's 888-447-7857. Again, call 888-447-7857. That's 888-447-7857. Golden Crest Metals is not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk and are not suitable for all investors. Free silver offer consists of a 10% bonus and silver applied to qualifying purchases of premium minted coins. Minimum purchase of $10,000 required. Bonus silver capped to $25,000 and credit is an addition to customer account. Free IRA storage subject to qualifying purchase tiers. See GoldenCrestMetals.com for full terms and conditions.
This is Sarah Spain with the latest from iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
Phoenix Mercury forward Alyssa Thomas has been handed a flagrant foul 2 penalty and a 1-game suspension for contact with the Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark in the second quarter of the Mercury's 111-109 win on Wednesday. The WNBA said Thomas committed a non-basketball act, quote, recklessly making contact with her fist to the throat area of Clark. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts. Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X Business Card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X Business Card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
I've been hearing for decades that the markets can solve climate change. Today, we have more incentives for market solutions than ever, and emissions are rising. On this season of Drilled, Carbon Cowboys, the story of 3 market solutions colliding in one multinational boondoggle.
You gotta give Bruce and the guys credit. They're Republicans. They don't give a shit about any of this stuff.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Drilled and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Feel like the world's gone insane? Reclaim your sanity with Clay and Buck today at 10 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app, and you can watch us live. We're streaming on YouTube, 550 KFYI. And yes, Michael, the Michael Jackson movie, is now the #1 biopic in the world, and it won't be caught. There'll never be a music biopic that will do better than
But no, you said biopic, so you're including all biography movies. Now you're trying to shift it and change it to music pick.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Bio, music.
But you said there'll be somebody that comes along and does, yeah.
I think it's gonna probably be the most grossing movie of all time when it's done. What is the number one? What is the #1 grossing movie of all time?
Stop it! I think it's
Titanic.
No, it's I think it's still Avatar.
Avatar?
I think Avatar is still the #1. Titanic had it for a while, and then at one point they re-released Star Wars a whole bunch. But I think when they did the new Avatar movie, they re-released the old Avatar movie, and it took it over. I'd have to go back. Now,
yeah, I think he's an Avatar. He's going to dig it up, beat it all.
Accounting for inflation, I believe the highest grossing movie of all time, if you take inflation into account, I believe is The Wizard of Oz, but don't quote me on that.
I can see that.
But in terms of raw numbers, I think it's Avatar. Something might have beaten it, like one of the Marvel movies might have beaten it, but...
Wait, one of the Marvel movies might have beaten what?
Like have become the highest grossing of all time, like Endgame, or Infinity War might have done it at one point.
Are you going to go see the new one with Dr. Doom and stuff when it comes out? Is that this year?
I have a thing with my children. We have seen, my kids were very young when the first couple of these movies came out, but ever since the original Avengers movie, either my daughter, my son, or all of us have gone to every Marvel movie on opening weekend.
Oh.
It is a thing. And in fact, when my daughter went to college, we kept the tradition up. I would buy her a ticket to see it at school while her brother and I would go to the theater.
So you're all going at the same time.
At this point, even though the Marvel movies have fallen off a little bit, it's more of a familial, like, family thing, and it's a way for me to bond with my kids, as sappy as that sounds.
Someone suggested the Doors, and then they said that I didn't even know who the Doors were. Jim Morrison, Doors.
Can you name a Doors song?
Oh, come on. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Okay.
Doom, 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 doom. I love them. I love the Doors.
That was a great movie. That was Val Kilmer played Jim Morrison.
May he rest in peace. That was a great movie. Let me do this real quick. We have, I just want to kind of put a nail in the coffin. We're going to talk about this part of the sermonette today, this new wave is not a new wave. You have socialism coming back again. You mentioned it the other day. It's like it's with the younger generations, they keep getting seduced by this failed political theology. And then the adults who are trying to keep it going, they don't even know what it is. They don't know the history of it. They don't know the history of failure.
Where has socialism ever worked, Senator?
Is that another question, or is that for the next interview?
That's definitely for you. You said fish doesn't work everywhere. I just want to know one place where socialism has been beneficial.
Well, when you have me come back on, we can talk about all the races across the country.
Can't answer the question. Refuses to answer the question. Tries to laugh the question off. Greg Gutfeld weighed into this on his show, how Democrats are discounting the socialists. I mean, and you know what? The real deal is, I forgot who said it, Ayn Rand? Socialism is fine until other people's money runs out? That's what they're playing, this game they're playing, but boy, the stakes are high.
It is really chilling how emboldened they are. They're not hiding this behind helping the poor. They're just saying, we want power. These are wolves in wolves' clothing. And it's you want to be careful not to amplify it, but you also don't want to discount it, because that's what the Dems did. The Dems saw them as just other Democrats. They thought it was nonsense and it wouldn't get anywhere. They'll fall into line just like Bernie did, but they're not. We can't discount it because we're the makers. We're not the takers. If you lose us, the whole thing goes to hell.
If you lose the productive people, you got nothing. And that's what they're playing with in California. That's what they're playing it with in New York.
Don't forget Seattle. I mean, that's what they're seeing. Oh, you're going to tax us? I don't think. There's a sports analogy here. Warning, we're going to mention sports.
Uh-oh.
So the Seattle Kraken is a hockey team, and they're an expansion team. They've been around. They've not been very good. They've made 2 offers to some star players to try and get them to come to Seattle, offering them, I think, Jason Robertson is one of the star players for the Dallas Stars, and his contract is up, and they offered him, I believe, $12 million a year on a long-term contract to come to Seattle. No. And there was another player that turned them down, said no. It's rumored partly because the state of Washington just instituted that 9.99% millionaires tax.
Why would you sign up for that? See, this is what's crazy.
When you could go to Florida, and again, hockey players, I mean, obviously they make a lot of money. We're talking, 12, 14, $15 million a year, but they're not NBA players where they're making $50 million a year. That 10% costs millions of dollars.
I'm going to come back to this because I have a question for you. That is fantastic. I have a question for you because the younger generation, especially the sports fans, this should be amplified, but it's not. Why? Stay tuned. When you're 18, 20, 22 years old, you sign those student loan papers thinking they're helping you build a future. You don't imagine you'll still be dealing with that debt years later, maybe even decades later. But for a lot of Americans, that's exactly what happened. Private student loan debt has followed them through jobs, marriages, kids, mortgages, and retirement planning. And if you're falling behind, it can feel like there's no way out. That's why I want you to know about YRefi. YRefi refinances private student loans that other lenders won't touch, even if you're behind, even if you're in default. They create a custom payment based on your ability to pay. They can reduce your monthly payment, may reduce your total cost, and they don't care about your credit score. Now, I've met the people at YRefi. They're not reading from a script. They genuinely want to help. 888-YRefi-85. That's 888-YREFY-85 or visit YRefi.com. My friends, if private student loan debt is still part of your story, maybe it's time to write a new chapter with YRefi. May not be available in all states.
UN efforts to evacuate stranded ships and seafarers from the Strait of Hormuz are on hold after a cargo ship was struck by the Iranian military. The Singapore-flagged container ship was struck near the coast of Oman yesterday. Freedom of navigation in the strait is a key point in the U.S.-Iran Memorandum of Understanding. Health authorities across Europe are on high alert today as the continent faces a deadly heat wave. European nations are sizzling under a record-breaking ball of heat, which scientists say is the worst recorded for the continent. The heat has prompted cultural landmarks to close. Northern Arizona is under a red flag warning through the weekend. The National Weather Service says critical fire weather conditions are expected into Sunday as the area is dry and heavy winds are in the forecast. Wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour over the weekend are possible. An investigation is underway after a body was discovered near Sky Harbor Airport. Phoenix police say they were called to the scene a little after midnight to 44th Street and Washington. Upon arriving, officers spotted a fire near the canal and they put out the fire, which is when the body was found. The victim has only been identified as an adult male. And now here's a check of your traffic.
The Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
It's a good news, bad news situation on the Loop 101 eastbound near Cave Creek. The good news is all activity's been moved off left. The bad news, it's still about a half-hour delay making your way from 7th Avenue over to Cave Creek. Still best to avoid that area if you can. And 44th Street restricted northbound near Madison. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Summer means a whole lot of extra miles. The last place you want your engine to give out is halfway to nowhere. That's why every oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change includes an 18-point maintenance check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys. Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner & Rowe. Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
Life is full of challenges, but you don't have to face them alone. At intouch.org, you'll find powerful sermons from Dr. Charles Stanley, daily devotionals, and resources designed to strengthen your faith and bring hope into your everyday life. Whether you're searching for encouragement, biblical wisdom, or practical guidance, intouch.org is here to help you grow closer to God's promises. Discover truth that speaks to your heart. Visit intouch.org today.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
I thought those were good for me.
What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements.
Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
Your neighbor didn't get lucky. There's a reason why they got 6.3% more for their home, and the reason is 72 Sold. 72 Sold, 72-hour home selling program is fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and it delivers higher prices too. It's not the market, it's the method. Want to see what 6.3% more looks like on your home? Go to 72sold.com.
Presented by La Mesa, Phoenix, and Mesa, Arizona. It's an RV Super Show. Indoors at Westworld of Scottsdale. Prices slashed on a huge selection of new and used motorhomes and adventure vans. Save on top names like Winnebago, Fleetwood, Tiffin, Integra, Thor, and more. All are inside the air-conditioned comfort of Westworld, and all are priced for immediate
It's sale. Open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Free admission and parking. See RVShowUSA.com. The RV Super Show indoors at West World of Scottsdale ends Sunday.
You probably noticed the world is changing fast. Alliances, population movements, and a global monetary reset is just the beginning. It's Jim Clark. In the last 4 years, central banks have doubled the amount of gold they bought in the prior decade. They're repatriating gold they used to store with the Fed in New York. Trust in the money paper system is collapsing. The banks are protecting themselves. Are you? See us, Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
Love discovering new music before anyone else? Stop being just a listener. Start making the rules and work with your new favorite artist before they even break. The Beam is a free music competition app where real emerging artists compete, you vote, and massive brands step in to fund the next big name. Your votes change careers. Find them first. Download The Beam at thebeam.com or on the App Store. Vote for an artist you love or discover your next obsession. It's the first music chart that pays artists.
Fix it, Frankie. This is Ethel. Well, what sort of noise is your air conditioner making? You say it sounds like a cross between a glockenspiel and a what? A sousaphone. Well, my Frankie can fix that. How long has it been making? About 75 verses. Okay, well, I'll send someone over right away. No, he's not an orchestra conductor. Well, you'll have to provide your own tuxedo, sir. Bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
When the news overwhelms, clarity matters. NBC News looks deeper and listens wider. Clear reporting, free from opinion. NBC News, reporting for America.
Kendrick Perkins here. Yo, y'all are not going to believe what Perks Pass is giving you a chance to win. A trip to Hawaii. Enter to win at PerksPass.com.
Help shape what's next by voting for the brands, rewards, and experiences you want to see join the community. PerksPass.com.
You worked hard for that 800 credit score. So why are you still using a mortgage designed during the Great Depression for people who were financially struggling? Shouldn't financial discipline earn you something better? The Life Changer loan allows you to do your banking inside your mortgage, pay off in a few short years, and keep 24/7 access to your equity. Control, flexibility, speed, because you've earned it. It's not magic. It's just math. Visit lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp. is an equal housing lender.
Pickleball is on the rise. 46.8 million players nationwide, with a projected $5 billion industry by 2033. Looking to be part of this exciting growth? Crush Yard offers a unique franchise opportunity, redefining the pickleball experience with indoor court, exceptional dining, craft drinks, and entertainment. This is your chance to invest in a rapidly growing brand shaping the future of leisure. For a limited time, you can own a piece of the action. Visit CrushYardFranchising.com to learn more. Crush Yard, Pickleball Bar and Lounge.
iHeartRadio, FIFA World Cup Update.
Ecuador is still alive at this year's World Cup thanks to a 2-1 upset of Germany. Gonzalo Plata put the match away with his first goal of the tournament in the 77th minute.
And it's been deflected in as well. They've got the goal. It's Plata.
The win advances Ecuador to the knockout round. Germany had already qualified as group winners. Another busy day ahead today with 6 matches on the schedule.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
550 KFYI. People-powered radio. Guaranteed human.
Listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app, and streaming on YouTube, 550 KFYI.
Which, if you were watching, and you, I don't know if Pablo would turn the cameras back on, but you would have seen the look of panic on James's face. Yeah, I'm going to throw you under the bus here a little bit, just because, inside, we like to allow people an inside glimpse into the show.
True.
And as you were busy scribbling your notes and getting ready for your Friday sermon and your prayer, which is going to be coming up here in about 15 minutes or so, about 10 minutes actually, you looked over at me as the music started. You go,
what are we talking about?
I have no idea what we said we were going to talk about.
Well, the thing is, we're doing something a little bit different with the sermonette and the prayer. And so I have to, it just changes things a little bit. Right. So I'm just trying to concentrate on that and forgot what we were actually, supposed to be doing.
A little inside baseball here. We have this sheet that we put topics on just to remind us what we're going to talk about because, I mean, we do actually plan this show. We spend a lot of time. I know it doesn't sound like it sometimes, but and see, what had happened was James, who is the ringmaster of the Conservative Circus, and he left that box blank.
Well, I always leave that box blank before, not realizing now that we have changed the format slightly, but I leave it blank to give you creativity.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, no.
To give you the opportunity, to give you the opportunity to go through the whole thing.
Here's what we told everyone we were going to talk about.
Okay.
We were talking about, the rise of socialism and the we just asking rich people to pay their fair share. Mm-hmm. And you were talking about how corporations and millionaires and the productive class is leaving.
And you gave
socialism.
a great example of that.
And then I talked about
with
how
the Kraken.
Right. It's also impacting sports teams. And particularly you're seeing this in the NHL in hockey, which is close to me. Right, the season ended. My Golden Knights fell short. That's okay. The draft is tonight. There's a lot of movement this week with free agency and players moving and players traded. And the Seattle Kraken have had the opportunity to negotiate with two different superstar players who have turned them down. Now, part of it is because the Kraken are not a very well-run franchise.
Correct.
I think they've made the playoffs once in their existence. So they're kind of like the Arizona Cardinals of the NHL, except the Cardinals have been around since the dawn of time, and the Kraken have been around for a cup of coffee. But nobody wants to go and play there. But part of the reason is because when you're an NHL player, yeah, you're rich, but you're not rich. You're not making LeBron James kind of money. Right? You're talking $10, $15 million a year. They want to take another 10% off of that off the top. Wouldn't you rather play in Nevada or Florida or Texas where you can keep Nashville, keep more of your money?
You would think that because people are fond of sports, they love sports. This is the same thing that applies with football or the Seattle Seahawks or the Supersonics or whatever. You don't have players not wanting to go to certain states because of the tax liability.
I'm a San Francisco 49ers fan, and they are starting to see that a little bit with free agents, but it's a little different with the NFL because they make so much money. But another case in point from hockey, Brady Tkachuk, who was on the gold medal-winning U.S. Olympic hockey team, just got traded. He kind of demanded a trade on his way out. He's joining his brother Matthew with the Florida Panthers. He was playing.
Florida Panthers, wonderful.
He was playing in Ottawa.
Okay.
In Canada.
They're getting, their tax rates.
They're saying he will make an extra $1.9 million in take-home pay per year just because of the tax difference.
So we're talking about taxing. When you talk about socialism, I mean, you're talking about taxing the people out of the wazoo. And most tax the rich. They don't understand that it's not the rich that's good. The rich can leave. But the people who have to stay, the middle class, they're the ones that are going to end up paying for this.
And that's why Mom Donnie and his ilk are now scrambling to try to import exit taxes. We won't let you leave. We can't build a Berlin Wall like the East Berliners did, but they're going to say if you're leaving because you don't want to pay the tax, they're trying to steal your wealth. If you exercise your freedom
and
to
ultimately,
leave.
That's what this is. It is legalized theft.
Well,
and you're seeing it, and you're hockey. You're being a fan of hockey and understanding the dynamics of what is going on with the Seattle or the Washington Kraken is perfect. And why is it that we have to keep explaining this over and over to the young people?
Because liberals are dumb.
Well,
I do want to point out that I have said since they announced the team, and this is I'm going to market this and trade like this. The Seattle Kraken, their fan base, I have no idea why they don't call themselves the Crackheads. That is the perfect name. I am available for outside marketing opportunities.
I was a degenerate crackhead.
Coming up next, we're going to have a little sermonette and our Friday weekly prayer. Let's face it, there's a lot of uncertainty out there right now. The economy, interest rates, AI, war, but if you're thinking about selling your home, if and what your home sells for shouldn't be uncertain. Now, I've been telling you about Carol Royce, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, for years. But let me make something clear. I don't just endorse Carol. I mean, I personally sold my homes and bought my homes multiple times through her. Here's why. Carol sells homes for 3.3% more than the average agent. On a $500,000 home, that's an extra $16,500 in your pocket. She also sells homes 22% faster, which matters in a market where some homes are sitting longer than the homeowners expected. But here's what really stands out. Carol will guarantee to sell your home for your price. That's right, your price. If the home doesn't sell, Carol will step in and buy it herself. Now, I've trusted Carol with my own real estate transactions because because results matter. If you want an agent who sells for more, sells faster, and can guarantee your price, call my friend Carol Royce today or visit carolhasthebuyers.com. That's carolhasthebuyers.com. Carol and seller must agree on price and possession.
Glenn Beck. Donald Trump doesn't roll over for anyone. If he disagrees with you or he thinks you're hurting
tonight at 7,
what he's trying to do in America, he's going to take you on. I don't care who you are.
550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
Bad breath is a confidence killer. You can have the best outfit, the funniest jokes, but if your breath smells like what you just ate, that's all people remember. Most gums and mints just cover it up. It's like spraying perfume on dirty laundry. Zellman's Minty Mouth is different. It's the functional breath freshener you swallow. Clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. Because your breath should be as fresh as your food. Go to Zellmans.com. That's ZELMINS.com and use code FRESH for 15% off your first order. Zellmans.com.
I'm Andy Biggs, the Trump-endorsed candidate for governor of Arizona. I'm ready to turn Arizona around, but I can't do it without a strong conservative candidate for attorney general to defeat liberal Chris Mays. Warren Peterson is the only conservative choice for AG. Warren Peterson led the fight to keep boys out of girls' sports, secure our elections, and defend the border. He'll keep us safe as attorney general. Join me in voting for Warren Peterson, the conservative choice for attorney general.
Paid for and authorized by Friends of Warren Peterson.
It's Garrett Lewis. Celebrate America turning 250 by celebrating the Second Amendment at Bear Arms Firearms. It's a great family-owned patriotic firearms store at Scottsdale and Shea. Largest in-store selection of firearms in the Valley. More than 2,500 new and used firearms. They love to buy your firearms. And if you have any military items that you brought back from service or a family member gave you, Bear Arms Firearms would love to buy it. You'll see their love for America and our military when you go into Bear Arms. Go to BearArmsAZ.com.
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of the FIFA World Cup 2026
Live.
Magical. Just open the free app and search World Cup. Plus, tap the highlights tab to catch up on anything you missed. Lock in your preset now.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK, LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
With a Harvest Right freeze dryer, it's not just about preserving fruits and vegetables. Freeze dry full meals, dairy, eggs, and meats, even ice cream and candy. And keep them fresh for years. Visit harvestright.com. That's harvestright.com.
Celebrate America's 250th with Dish. For a limited time, get an extra $250 off when you sign up. Call 888-ADD-DISH or visit dish.com today and use code DISH250 to claim your $250 savings. That's 888-ADD-DISH. Offer ends August 12th. Terms apply.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feet store today. Walk into any of the 5 convenient Valley stores in Glendale, Gilbert, Goodyear, Ahwatukee, or Scottsdale. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Take action for your retirement. Call Golden Crest Metals, 888-447-7857.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
Hot and sunny today with gusty winds and temperatures reaching 110. Then tonight, look for a low near 84. Breezy again tomorrow with a high near 107 and cooler on Sunday with a high of 103. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Viome. That cabinet full of supplements, your body might not need half of them. Viome uses a simple at-home test to create personalized probiotics and nutrition plan based on your biology. Real science, real answers, real personalization. Check out Viome.com. Use code RADIO today.
Make us your number one preset on the iHeartRadio app.
I like that I can just download it and listen right away.
News Talk 550 KFYI.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. There is a fascinating story from history that reminds us how dangerous the smallest things can be. In 1665, the bubonic plague swept through London and claimed the lives of more than 100,000 people. Historians in the Clockwork universe describes the horror. It often began with something as ordinary as a sneeze, followed by fever. Vomiting came next, then blisters, angry sores, black swelling beneath the skin, and finally death. The disease spread through the bite of a tiny flea. Something almost invisible brought into an entire city, brought it to its knees. Now, sin kind of works in the same way. It rarely announces itself with a trumpet. It begins with what seems small, a compromise, a rejection of God's truth, a little pride, a little rebellion left untreated. It infects families, cultures, governments, and entire nations. Today, we are watching ideals that once lived on the political fringe move toward the mainstream. Marxism, socialism, and materialism all share the same fatal flaw. They attempt to build a society without God. They promise heaven on earth while rejecting the author of heaven, the authority of heaven. But this should not surprise us, now should it? More than 2,700 years ago, Isaiah diagnosed the same disease. He warned that children would rule, neighbor would oppress neighbor, the young would despise the old, and leaders would lead people astray. Isaiah wasn't simply criticizing politics. He was revealing the symptoms of a nation that had abandoned God. Judah didn't collapse because Babylon was stronger. Judah collapsed because Judah walked away from the Lord. Political collapse was simply the outward evidence of an inward spiritual disease. Now, the pattern has never changed. When a nation rejects its creator, government tries to become the creator. When absolute truth is rejected, power becomes truth. When it was the Soviet Union, Soviet Communist China, North Korea, or any culture that exalts the state above God, the destination is always the same. Human government makes a terrible God because sinful people make terrible saviors. Now, the Apostle Paul, he explained it in Romans chapter 1. They exchanged the truth of God for a lie and worshiped and served the created things rather than the creator. That's the plague. The symptoms may change from generation to generation, but the disease never does. The good news is that God has already provided the cure, Jesus the Christ. He didn't come merely to improve society. He came to rescue sinners and to give them life. He didn't come to launch another political movement. He came proclaiming the kingdom of God. Every kingdom built by man eventually crumbles, but the kingdom of Christ, it has no end. Earthly rulers promise utopia and deliver disappointment. King Jesus offers forgiveness, reconciliation with the Father, and eternal life. So don't be discouraged, my friends, by the headlines. Don't be consumed by fear. Be faithful, stand on truth, love your neighbor, proclaim the gospel, because while sin separates like a plague, the grace of God spreads faster still and further. The kingdom of this world will all pass away, but the kingdom of our Lord Jesus the Christ is forever. Run to win. Be God's friend. And remember, it prays to serve Jesus. We go to our Heavenly Father in prayer. Dear Lord, precious Lord, you today remind us that truly there's nothing new under the sun. The same lies that deceived nations thousands of years ago are deceiving people today. Father, we see that the growing influence of Marxism, socialism, and every philosophy that attempts to build a world without you, these ideas promise justice, equality, and peace, but they never deliver. Lord, protect our hearts from believing the lie that government can do what only the Savior can. Remind us that no political movement can forgive sin, no earthly ruler can give eternal life, and no human kingdom can compare to the kingdom of your Son. Give us discernment to recognize error, courage to stand for truth, and compassion to share the gospel with those who have been captured by false promises. We pray that our nation remembers you, turns back to you. As always, Father, we lift up the brave men and women serving in our nation's military. Protect them whenever they are deployed. We pray for our law enforcement officers, first responders, and ICE, our border agents. Give them strength, wisdom, protection, and courage as they stand between order and chaos each day. We pray for our local elected officials that they would have the wisdom and the courage to uphold the rule of law according to the Constitution of the United States. And Father, we pray that people will govern with integrity, humility, and the reverence for what is right. We pray for all of these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis. It's times like these when the market is going